Good afternoon from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. I'm Joe Hawk, an Olympic spoiler coming up in moments. But before that, San Francisco 49ers have made a roster move before they make their way to Nashville, as they have signed punter Presley Harvin III, and they are releasing tight end Logan Thomas. As far as your Olympic spoiler, the state of Tennessee has their very first gold medal of the 2024 Olympics, as Olivia Reeves of Chattanooga just won the first USA gold medal in weightlifting in 24 years. That's happening as the Olympics are happening right now in Paris. For all your foundation repair waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Welcome into 3HL right here on 104.5 The Zone. You made it to the weekend, baby. It's Friday. And 3HL is on your airwaves. Glad to be with you today. It's football time, Babsy.
In Tennessee?
You better believe it.
Well, not that kind of football time in Tennessee, but you know.
Yeah.
Karen, hi, happy Friday in the chat. She said it is Friday and we're going to act like it.
You better know it.
Yes, we are. It is. Not only is it Friday, Slay, it's Friday with an actual game.
Yes.
I mean, kind of an actual game.
No.
We'll take it, right?
Yes.
It's a fake game, but we're okay with that.
Yes, we are.
In about 24 hours, we'll be talking about it. I think, what time does our coverage start, Zeph? 3 tomorrow?
Correct. The pregame show will be at 3 o'clock live from Nissan Stadium. That features Kayla Anderson, Buck Rising, Blaine Bishop, and Brad Hopkins.
Nice. Okay. That's a good group.
So it was a lot.
So we've got that. Yes. Titans Radio takes over at 5.
Mike
Kickoff
Keefe and
at
them,
6.
they locked and loaded. Like we got the whole gang in on this one, Babsy. It's a
can't wait
dress rehearsal, if you will, for everyone, but the people on the field, they're playing for jobs. So a lot of questions can be answered and will be answered.
I know we can say what we want about preseason, but for the meat of rosters and the bottom end of rosters, this is like make or break time for those guys.
That is right. That's right. So we're going to.
So it is important.
Yes, you got to have it. And we want to know from you guys too. You know, when we're going through this show today, just what you're looking forward to, or who you're looking forward to, as far as making a shine on the field that's going to be able to get a spot or a roster on this, a roster spot on this team going forward. And it's all about stacking days. You won't see everything tomorrow. Babsy, you've been known to preface this with, it's going to be vanilla.
Vanilla.
That's right. So
you ain't going to see any kind of stuff that you're going to see in the regular season.
No, not at all.
But that's okay. So we'll really dive into it. Obviously, our fearless leader, Mayor, is on assignment. So no Brent Doherty today, but you've got the Ronald Sylvester Slay.
I'm in a building.
Look at you guys.
Good job, Zeph.
We're like on it or something.
Zeph's starting to figure it out.
What is going on with my headphones?
Uh-oh.
You know what? This is Blaine's fault. Blaine, I know you're listening in the car on the way home. This is Blaine's fault.
See, I'm going to have to start taking them with me, Babs. You want me to start putting them in the car?
Maybe.
I'll just put
Blaine,
them in my car.
no, because then Blaine will be left with no headphones. He doesn't, just for everybody's information, he doesn't wear them. They're pink.
That's right.
He definitely doesn't wear them. Yeah. He just lays them out and turns it up so he can hear.
Right. Real quick, we packed show.
Yes.
Got a packed show today. We have Austin Stanley coming up at 4:20 today, and the one and only Nashville native, by way of Smyrna, Arion Carter will be joining us from the Vols linebacker spot, telling us what his outlook is on the season. And you know who we have over there on the other side of me? Babsy!
What up? What up?
What up, Babsy?
Somebody asked me how to spell Babs today.
Oh.
Is it 2 B's? Is it 1? I'm like, it's 1.
I never thought about that.
It is. It's 1. BABS.
Yep. Thanks for being concerned, people.
You know what? One of my coaches that I, during the season last year was like, What is this Babs stuff I always see on social media? Like, people call you Babs. I'm like, oh, yeah. So the backstory is Mickey Ryan started it when I first started working at the station like 6 years ago because my middle name is Babette.
Mm-hmm.
And so Babette, you shorten it, it's Babs.
Just cooling the people.
Yes. And then Slay, of course, changed it to Babsy.
Yeah.
Which is how I don't think Ramon even knows my real name, honestly. He just calls me Babsy. But so that's what. But anyway, so this coach was like, oh, I thought it stood for bad It's
an acronym.
Witch.
Oh, wow.
I was like,
okay.
I kind of like that better, actually. Appreciate that.
Oh, well, it's fitting.
Yeah.
Especially when you're on the road.
Okay, so
Just saying.
we are going to talk a lot of Titans today. Obviously, we'll talk Vols with Arion Carter, which will be fun. But before we get into your phone calls and bring you into the show and hear what you want to see in this preseason game, let's hear from the head man, the head coach, on explaining the playing time, the plan for what we're going to see from the first team and everybody else tomorrow night. Here's Brian.
The playtime plan for the preseason game against the 49ers is our ones will play to start the game. They'll all dress, they'll all play. Like to let them go roughly a series or two, depending on how those series go. And then those guys will be out from the lineup, and the rest of the guys will take over from there. So you will see our ones outside of Jeffrey and Harold on defense, and the guys that have been out will be out. So there's no change in those guys' status. They will also be out. And then we'll play a little football. Can't wait.
You okay with that, Babs?
Yeah.
All right. You know what you're getting out of Big Jeff?
I don't want to see Big Jeff.
Okay. Harold Landry, you know what you're getting out of him? Uh-oh.
Well, my thought is just with the rest of the team. That's all. But that could be something we'll see him later in preseason. There's 2 more after this. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll see a little more or see him at some point. But no Stonehouse. Totally fine with that, right? Yep. You know what you have in him, and
working his way back.
He's no D-Hop. Obviously, he's not practicing. I don't think he didn't say specifically, but I don't think you're going to see Diggs.
Right.
He just got here. That would be pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Caleb Farley out as well, but. Leroy Watson going to be out. Cedric Gray had a shoulder yesterday, which isn't it funny that we can say exactly what all these injuries are? We have never been able to do that with Mike Vrabel and that regime in charge. Callahan's, it's a shoulder, it's a knee, it's this.
I like it like this too.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Don't spoil it, anybody. Don't spoil it for us. Like we like it like this. We like this transparency.
So Coach Callahan also talked yesterday about what he wants to see from that first team offense, and we'll probably see them a series or 2, is what he said.
Right.
Yeah, I would like to see a good operation in and out of the huddle, no issues with the play clock, no sloppiness in terms of getting lined up and knowing where to go. It's a chance for them for the first time to operate in a stadium. Without coaches standing around, everyone's on the sidelines. So just want to see good operation. I'd like to see us move the ball well. I'd like to see us move down the field. Ideally, you'd love to get a 8-play, 10-play drive, let them feel, real football for a good drive and end with a touchdown. That would be the goal. Obviously, you don't just get to script it out that way. But, that would be the perfect scenario would be to get 8 to 10 plays and score a touchdown and look sharp doing it. Other than that, if things don't go great, then I'd like to see how they bounce back and respond and be able to bounce back from some negative, from some adversity early in the game. So either way, we'll get some good out of it, but looking for those guys to look sharp when they take the field.
Well,
there you go.
That's okay.
So now we want to know what you want to see.
Yeah.
What you're looking most forward to, whether it's a player, a scheme, Brian Callahan calling plays.
Right.
I mean, think about it. I feel like this is something that's kind of lost that people don't remember. This will be the first time Brian Callahan's calling plays.
Yeah.
This is a dress rehearsal for that entire offensive unit as a whole to understand the timing and the game management and how it's all going to work with him being the head coach, but also calling plays on the offensive side of the ball. Coaches on the field, the people up in the booth, like his, the offensive coordinator. How do they all communicate? Because there's nothing that can really prepare you for in a game, in the stadium, with the communication systems in place. I mean, this is like a test run that this new staff with all new roles has to be able to have.
Yeah.
I think Callahan talked about it. He at least talked about play calling on Saturday, whether it was going to be scripted or not.
Script is a loose term, early on. We'll have some openers, some early calls that I think that I'll have conversations with Will over the next 2 days about the things that he feels really good with, comfortable with, executing, calling, all that stuff. So to some degree, it will have some script feel. It won't be like a normal regular season game where you're doing the first 15 and all that stuff. It'll be a little bit different than that, but there will be some semblance of an opener's script for our guys so they kind of know what's coming and what we're trying to get done.
You have any grace for Will Levis during this first preseason game?
Of course. I have
Okay.
grace
All
for
right.
everybody on that field.
All right. I'm liking it.
Brand new offense, brand new scheme, going to be vanilla.
Right.
Brand new communication, working with a play caller that you've had, 2 weeks
Yeah.
in camp with?
Mhm.
That's it?
Yeah. I'm
Everybody
with you.
better have grace.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think sometimes it can get
That's what the
a little jaded.
preseason's for.
Right. That's what you got to remember. It can get a
Now,
little jaded,
listen, if Will Levis throws 3 picks because he's making poor decisions or because he doesn't see something, my grace is going to not, it might
It's
not be
graceful.
there. It won't be as graceful, right?
Yeah. So you saying a couple of balls come off the receiver's hand, Chig bobbles one, they pick it off.
Okay,
one gets
why did you
tipped.
use Chig? Anybody but Chig.
I mean, but that's
Anybody
you're
but
right.
Chig.
You're right. Anybody.
No, Chig does
What
not
about
get
Wiley?
grace.
What about
He's
Wiley?
got-
Okay,
yeah, Wiley, yeah,
Okay,
you're
all
good,
right,
yeah.
all right. Okay, well, all right.
Chig has had a history of maybe some issues of
Yeah,
holding on to the
this is
ball. You
true.
can't use Chig as an
This
example.
is true. And we need to know from the people who are you zoned in on as far as what you want to see, who you want to see, and how much of them you want to see. Are you in agreement with Coach Callahan? Series? Get them out of there? Do what?
Also, I have a question for you. You can answer after the break.
Can't wait.
Are you more excited to see Tavondre Sweat or Will Levis in this game tomorrow night? 615-737-1045. We'll take your calls this entire hour, and we are talking Titans. It's going to be fun. Fun Friday. Right, Zeph?
Correct.
Gee, that was really heartfelt.
So enthusiastic, Joe.
We'll be right back. This is 104.5 The Zone. You're welcome, Nashville.
Yeah, take it all in. Take this in too, man, especially when the storm's coming through, knocking power out in your house. And it may not even be storms. Heavy winds could come through or just a little slick rolling blackout. Anything could happen, man. You do not want to be left without energy or electricity. You can have it all right there with a generator that'll kick on. That's a Generac automatic standby generator from Cove Generators. You just got to reach out to Cove Generators or Generator Dave when he picks up the phone. And then Babsy will tell you about all the good offers that they got through the end of August.
Yes, Generator Dave is going to make sure you get the best deal in Tennessee. You just have to call, by the way, before August 31st, and you can get $500 off of your purchase if you tell them that you heard about it from Slay, from Dawn, from 3HL 1045 The Zone. They'll take care of you. Generator Dave wants to make sure your family's protected and you never lose power again. Generac automatic standby generators. They have them. They have other generators. They also have a maintenance program they can do on any brand of generator if you already own one. So go ahead and reach out to our friends at Cove Generators. Let them help you get that $500 off. 931-559-3311. Easy to see them online at covegenerators.com.
Don't forget to stay connected through it all.
Got the Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle, whether you're looking for a new car, truck, SUV, or Jeep.
pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, these are your guys. Ken Gupton, ran into him the other day at a remote and love seeing him. Great guy. His son Daniel hooking it up as well. Just tell him what you're looking for. Maybe you need more space, maybe a third row, maybe you need better gas mileage, maybe you need something more cost-effective for you. They will point you in the right direction once you have that conversation about what your needs are, and then you'll take your test drive, go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it'll be that easy. 24 West or Clarksville. Exit 35 is about 9 miles outside the city. Straight shot into the best vehicle buying experience you will have ever had. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Check them out. Just 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Online, GuptonMotors.com. All the dealership information is there. Address, phone number, deals they have going on, inventory, all of it. GuptonMotors.com. Again, 3450 Tom Austin Highway in Springfield, Tennessee. Just 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Good song.
Welcome back in. 3HL 104.5 The Zone, locked and loaded on this Good Friday, man. Hope you're having a great one. This is football time. Almost. It's in Tennessee, but, not necessarily up on Rocky Top. But it's right here in the mid-state, right here in Nashville. The Tennessee Titans will be kicking off tomorrow at 6 o'clock, and we got the pregame coverage. All the dress rehearsals will be going on. Mike Keefe and the VOT. Mike Keefe is the VOT. And Coach Dave McGinnis will be on hand. Savage will be roaming the sideline. You got Buck, B-Hop, and Kayla doing the pregame. Is Hitman doing it with them too?
Yes.
And Hitman as well. So everybody's in on this, man. And the 49ers will be coming to town. So we get the first chance to see out of practice without the whistle being blown when someone gets close to the quarterback, not stopping the play. We got action, people. We got action. And we're leading off. Babsy, you asked a question.
Hang on. Sorry, I'm distracted.
What happened now?
I'm watching this Hellman's mayonnaise ad with Will Levis.
I told you guys.
I mean, what?
Coming August the 13th.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it,
Something luscious.
Zeph, will you retweet it from the 3HL
Yes, I will.
account? Yeah, at 3HL1045 on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, you can see it there.
Man.
It's Levis in like a collared button-up shirt that is open at the chest, right? It's like it's almost like a like sexy ad.
Yeah, it's like a modeling.
Yes, his hair's like kind of all gelled.
It would be a cologne ad if it wasn't mayonnaise.
That's a perfect way to describe it. Everybody knows exactly what we're talking about now. And he's got a jar of Hellman's mayonnaise in his hand, and he brings it up and takes a deep whiff of it with his eyes closed, and then looks back at the camera, does blue steel, and says something luscious is coming 8:13.
Hey, man.
I mean, you want to talk about capitalizing on the mayo and the coffee from college.
This is the time. This is how you do it, people. Pay attention. So
he's going to eat it straight out of the jar.
Don't say that, Babsy. At least put it on the sandwich. He can't take a scoop, a spoonful, and just eat mayonnaise. Can you? Miracle Whip a little different. It's a little sweeter. You know where I go with that? Mayonnaise, I ain't no mayonnaise guy, man.
See, I love mayonnaise. I'm a big mayonnaise person.
Dukes or Hellman's?
I don't really care. I like it all.
For
I know,
mayonnaise.
it's different.
Okay, I was going to say. All right, that's okay. Well, all right.
How about maybe I can get the Duke's Mayo Bowl this year?
Are you going to get dumped? Oh, I hope they dump it.
Oh,
on you.
no.
You got to go interview the winner? What do you mean? No.
Interview the coach while he gets mayonnaise, a tub of mayonnaise.
Yeah, you think none ain't going to get on you?
None. I wouldn't even get close.
I need to reach out to some reps. We got to get you on the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. I'm putting the bet on this one.
I would be eating
Babs
it.
comes back with mayonnaise on her.
Okay, sorry. That's why I was distracted.
Hey,
Will Levis, Blue Steel, mayonnaise.
Okay, now, Will Levis, that kind of leads into what you was going to ask, though.
True. Are you more excited? I asked Zeph this earlier, right when I got to the station, because I started thinking about it, what I was most excited about.
Got you.
Are you more excited to see Will Levis in this offense for a series or two? I know it's not going to be a full game. Mm-hmm. Or T'Vondre Sweat?
Oh.
Levis or Sweat?
Oh, that's a tough one, Babs. Right now.
Look at you. You're torn.
No, because guess what? It's to me, it's two different. I'm anxious to see Will Levis.
Right.
I want to see how he delivers. I want to see his connection with his receivers. I want to see him and Calvin Ridley. If we have opportunity for a go ball, can he take the top off and hit him? Or does he underthrow it? Tyler Boyd, is that connection there? Traylon Burks, is he active? NWI, all these guys. Chig, what's the tight end connection? How will they use it? Will they show anything using the running back? Will these balls get tipped like they did last year? A lot, and those just fall to the ground. I'm looking to see if all of that changes. That's the anxiety. I'm excited about T'Vondre Sweat.
Okay, that's a good way to put it.
And the reason I'm excited about him is this man has been a game wrecker since getting back to camp. Not OTAs, you know what I mean, because we didn't get to see him.
Right.
Training camp, though, with Big Jeff beside him, when Coach Mack talk about stacking days, that's all we've seen out of him. Stacking days, and I mean some good days. And it's consistent. And he ain't coming out the field. I remember when we first started training camp, I remember telling you one thing that I'm nervous of is can this training staff protect him from himself? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because, we heard about
wanting
the weight
to
and
try
conditioning.
and do too much. Yeah.
Instead of ramping up, him just going out there being nervous and him being excited to show what he's worth and him going full speed and just full throttle, pushing through it. No, man, understand it's a process. We need you in week 1, not preseason week 1. We need you in week 1 of the season. Mm-hmm. So it can be an impact. So I think he's done a terrific job of that. And, man, when I say this young man is a game wrecker, good gosh, man. We were out there with Savage, and they was slanting the offensive line to the left. That didn't mean anything. He still was in the backfield getting to the running back. Not the quarterback, the running back, meaning the ball is handed off and the running back's running away. He's getting the running back in the backfield. 360-plus pounds moving like that.
Like
So that's what I'm excited about. What are you excited about since you thought about it so much?
Oh, Sweat.
Oh, no question?
No.
No ifs, ands, or buts?
Nope.
Why?
Because of everything you just said.
Yeah.
Because he's a mountain of a man.
Yeah.
Because he's going to go against honestly, probably the 2s and 3s for San Francisco. I expect him to be dominant, but, we'll see.
Yeah.
There's no Big Jeff.
No Big Jeff.
It's going to look way different.
Right.
When there is Big Jeff on that field with him, those two together, watch out. Zeph?
Also, with Levis, it's going to be very toned down compared to what you would see in the regular season. And again, you're only going to see him for 1 or 2 series. It's maybe 8 plays,
right?
If that. And so, Devondre Sweat on the defensive line, you're not going to tell him to tone down.
No, you're going to let him go.
Go wreck habit.
Go eat.
Go do you. Go play
See
you.
that guy over there? He's actually a rocket scientist. You should go
get him.
Go bring him back down to earth.
Yeah, exactly. So, and like you said, Big Jeff is not going to be there, and that's going to put a lot of the focus on T-Sweat there in the middle. But he is going up against the 2s, and as a second-round pick and someone who has been as dominant as he has been in training camp, this is your time to go out there and show everybody why you were a second-round pick, and that all those questions that got asked, like why did the Titans pick him there? Why didn't they trade back? Like, why him? This is the time.
He's never going to be in shape. He's never going to make it.
This is the time to answer those questions, and then come regular season, it's, there's a problem right there with Big Jeff and T-Sweat there in the middle.
No doubt.
Let me say this with the Will Levis part. I know it's going to be a vanilla offense. Understand that. I don't think we've seen weapons like this. So if they're running a vanilla offense, San Francisco is running a vanilla defense. The weapons you have, we have some premier guys. Calvin, I'm not sure you can play Calvin really vanilla. I hope you do, and don't give him no safety over the top.
Yeah. And then he's going to play one play, score a touchdown, and be done.
See, that's what I want to see.
All right, good. We saw what you can do.
That's what I'm talking
All
about.
right.
See, that's the stuff I want to see him execute on. Because if I get a one-on-one matchup, be able to see the field, Tyler Boyd, man, the man made a living off the slot. Like, he ought to be able to get what he wants.
No, he knows.
You know what I'm saying?
He knows what he's good at. He's perfected it. He knows exactly what he is.
Come on now.
And so you're going to see it.
There
We want to
go.
hear from you. Oh, I just lost.
Get back in here.
Sorry. 615-737-1045. Do we cheat him and how? Said, are we only getting the starters on offense? No. We are getting, he had said, Coach Callahan had said, starters across the board, minus Harold Landry, Big Jeff, Stonehouse, and then anybody that's been injured or hurt already or hasn't practiced, you also will not see in this game. So that's Leroy Watson, Cedric Gray, questionable with that shoulder injury. Obviously, Caleb Farley out, Cheeto still out, D-Hop out. So he didn't say anything about Jamal, right?
No.
But I would be surprised if we see him.
Right. I'm okay without seeing him. I'm okay with that.
For this game, I agree.
This game.
Yep.
Yeah. Quandre Diggs as well. I mean, just getting acclimated.
He just got here. He's not going to play, right?
Yep.
Even
though we did see him in practice.
Him. I know, but I don't think you see him in this game. So maybe like a preseason game 2.
Right.
Well, actually, we probably won't see a whole lot of anything in preseason game 2 because they're going to do joint practices with Seattle.
Yeah.
And so for the most part, you usually go hard in those joint practices, and then you're going to just see the back end of the roster in the actual game.
Yep.
But preseason game 3, maybe?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
A little ramp up.
So that's what we expect. 615-737-1045. But yeah, mine is Sweat, and there's no question. Josh Maxwell in the chat said, huge Levis fan here, but I'm more excited for Sweat.
Okay.
And I think that's fair. And Zeph's argument was, it's going to be vanilla, whatever. But that being said, too, Will Levis didn't play in the preseason last year, right?
Right.
Because he got injured. So that's basically what pushed him back to the number 3 quarterback.
Yep.
He's the dude now. He's the guy. He's got a lot of weapons.
He got to be itching.
You're not going to see all of them, but I would bet that he's like, Callie.
Yeah.
Just give me.
Yeah.
Give me a couple of opportunities to show off the arm and the weapons we have.
Right.
What do you think?
You ain't wrong.
Just a little bit.
Yes.
And maybe Callie's like, you know what? Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be okay with that.
And
it's going to be vanilla, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see something impressive.
I'm gonna tell you
from
what,
Will Levis.
I'm gonna tell you what this is like, Babs. I remember my freshman to sophomore year in high school. I came back going out of my freshman year. I was dunking. But going into my sophomore year from that summer, I was really dunking. So when school kicked back in, we really ain't supposed to be in PE and in gym showing what you don't want nobody to get hurt, twisting on ankles or anything. I'm in PE. The coach had to come get me out of PE because I'm in there doing windmills. I'm throwing it off the backboard, dunking it, going backwards. And coach like, hey, man, what are you doing? Like, settle down, hold this for practice. I'm like, Coach, I got to let everybody know what I've been doing over the summer.
Like, look.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like Will Levis is walking into this. For everything you just said, he want to show. We heard about his feet are light. Okay, cool. What does that look like?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You making a connection with your receivers. What does that look like? They're tired of hearing about what practice is. And then also, I don't think there's going to be no slim picking crowd. I think you're going to have a cool crowd. Yeah.
Okay. The weather's supposed to be nice, right? It's supposed to be a little cooler.
Man, I'm looking for 25 to 30.
Look it up, Zeph.
I'm looking at 25 to 30 people in there. I think they had like 13,000 for
the
practice. The
right?
practice, yeah. I'm looking on them to double that.
Practice.
We're talking about practice, Babsy. Everybody's anxious and excited about this and wants to see. When was the last time we've been talking about for 2 years since Traylon Burks got drafted? Looking for that receiver that everybody can go and say, we know where they're going, but they can't stop it. Ever since A.J. Brown left, you got one in Calvin Ridley. You got one. I'm telling, man, when y'all see this man, I've never seen anybody be able to pull away from somebody when you're running top speed. Both of y'all are shoulder width apart and lined up identical, aligned. And when the ball's in the air, this man has a button that he hits and leaves. It's amazing.
It's like some of these track guys we see.
Yes. And it's a glide. It don't look like he's trying or anything. So if I'm a quarterback, I'm Will Levis, and I've been to, where did they go? What was their little trip to, I forgot where they went to. Cabo. They went to Cabo. I'm bringing all that back. And I'm showing that, putting that on display because of what you said. It is vanilla. It's almost like it's 7-on-7. You know what I'm saying? You can get your routes off. Everybody know the route tree. We ain't doing no combos or nothing. Hey, man, go beat your man. I'm putting it right there.
Get this fan base excited, right?
I'm excited, Babs. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, I do feel like, and if you're a Titans fan, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this is the most excited, especially for a team that Vegas picks to win, what, six and a half?
Yeah.
6.5 games. This is the most excited the Titans fan base has been in years. In years.
Yeah. I'm looking on the chat right now, man. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter.
Twitch, please.
Yeah, well, my bad. Okay, yeah. There it is. I'm looking at them, Babs, and they going off. I'm in the building. Sup, fam, Titan, TF up. Me and my youngest son.
Keep it clean.
We'll be in the building. Nissan Stadium. Like, it's going down, man. So, we got to hear from you, man.
I think it's going to be fun to watch, yeah.
It is.
Karen said, will we see Kyle Phillips? We should.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
And honestly, people forgot about him heading into camp, and he has made some plays out there.
Yes, he has.
Quick. He's been where he's supposed to be.
He's been healthy?
Healthy, yes.
Yeah,
That's a knock on wood. Let's check in with David from Lebanon. Excited about the Titans. Hey, David.
How are y'all this afternoon?
What's up, man? Oh, let's go,
there you
baby.
go. Oh, I feel like you need your music.
Yeah. Kyle ain't got no roof.
I ain't got no roof, baby!
Let's go, baby.
We are going to go out there. We're going to dominate. Levis is going to throw a 70-yard bomb really down the field. Touchdown, baby!
Yeah.
Okay, I think David's ready.
See, that's what
There
I'm
you
telling
go.
you, David.
But that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, that's the energy.
You didn't have that energy with Ryan Tannehill.
No, you didn't. You didn't because you knew
70-yard
regardless.
bomb to
Who? Exactly. And you knew when it came down to it, you got the king back there. So are you willing to take that risk? Are you willing for that offensive line to create a hole where he can break for a 70-yard run instead of passing for a 70-yard pass? You know
It's just going to be a
saying?
different
It's
offense, and
different.
this is your first real look at it.
Yep.
So another question we have for you too here on 3HL today. We'll continue to discuss all day. 615-737-1045 with the first preseason game on the horizon. What is the one thing that you don't want to see from the Titans tomorrow? This is what Zeph was saying. Okay, if this thing happened, you would be worried, but not injuries.
Yeah,
Injuries
anything
aside,
outside. Okay.
we'll take away injuries. Zeph, do you have an answer to this question? What is the one thing you don't want to see from this team in preseason game number 1?
The thing I don't want to see is them not have a viable returner, both in the kickoffs and the punters and the punt game. That is the one thing that has haunted this team for the last couple of years. Just not having consistency back there. And watching some of these preseason games, the punt return has been there because you're playing against, backups and these second and third teamers. You should, as a starter, at least the guys that they're going to put out their punt return are probably going to end up being your starters. You should have success in the punt game. I don't want to see dropped balls. I don't want to see muff punts. I don't want to see bad decisions, calling a fair catch when you shouldn't or letting it bounce when you shouldn't. I want to see smart and an effective punt game because that is one thing in this preseason that I have noticed has had some success. I saw it in the Patriots game last night. The Patriots returners had some success against the who are they playing? Oh, the Panthers. So that is the one thing I don't want to see from the Titans is a bad punt game because that is one thing they don't need this year.
It's like PTSD.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, the list of PTSD issues with Titans fans is long, right?
Absolutely.
False starts, penalties, right? Undisciplined football. My concern, you know what? I'll say it after the break.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to that.
That's like a tease.
Good tease, Babsy.
615-737-1045. What do you not want to see? What are you most looking forward to? Whatever you want to talk about with this first preseason game, it is here, and we are here to talk about it with you. This is 3HL on 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening? Hey, man, real quick. Someone in the chat, Dewey said a left tackle that doesn't look like Matador. Yes, you are absolutely right. I think we got that with Big Latham. Anyway, Kellum Stem Cell Institute coming to you with holistic stem cell therapy. You got to go dive into it. It's about your body. It's about your cells, which makes it your solution. I went and had it done, man, when I got my knee, the therapy done, the treatment to my knee, also my hip, as well as my shoulder. Haven't felt better, man. I wish I would have been able to do this while I was playing. Probably would have prolonged my career at least 2 years. I'm almost willing to guarantee that because the shoulder took me out. Anyway, I would have been able to sit and talk to Dr. Kellum because I would have did my consultation. I said 615-850-4415 is the number to set it up. You sit down and you talk to Dr. Kellum one-on-one, ask him any question you can think of. Congestive heart failure, autism, arthritis, whatever it may be, he can help you with it, man. Let your body help you with it. Just go to KellumStemCellInstitute.com.
I want to talk with you about a really cool entertainment option that you can take advantage of this weekend. Just go ahead and go online. PlayXGolf.com is the website. They've got 2 locations in Nashville and Murfreesboro. What is X Golf? You might be asking yourself. I'll answer it for you so you don't have to. X Golf is the home of indoor golf in Middle Tennessee. 2 locations, again, West Nashville in Bellevue and in Murfreesboro, and they have great menus, full bars. The Bellevue location I was at, I played Pebble Beach there. They have 6 bays, automatic teeing system, great putting system, which is sometimes lacking in indoor golf opportunities. Not with X Golf, man. They definitely separate themselves there. It's always 72 degrees inside X Golf, so you don't have to worry about the heat. Great atmosphere, full bar, fun menu, friendly staff. Make it the perfect location for corporate events, birthday or bachelor parties, date nights, or just hanging out with the fellas, or maybe you want something to do to get out of the house and you can go get in a bay over at X Golf. We're going to give away a $50 gift card during the course of today's show, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, get online, playxgolf.com, set up your tee time today, playxgolf.com.
Get back in here, ladies and gentlemen. You're on with 3HL right here on 104.5 The Zone. That's right. That's a little Michael Jackson right there that we're bringing it back with because it's a smooth criminal. It's a smooth criminal that's going to be out there. And that's Will Levis, man.
I'm telling you.
That's Will Levis. I'm telling you, smooth criminal, man. He's smelling helmets, mayonnaise, and commercials. Like, he got the look. He's ready.
This is Billie Jean's. Like
I know. I said Michael Jackson, smooth criminal. It's all under the. Hey man, don't. Dude, you texting me?
Yes.
Oh. What did I send you guys? Rhythmic gymnastics that one of the Olympians did to Thriller.
Oh yeah, so
it
they
was
killed it.
Phenomenal.
Killed
okay, but I'm telling you. So and then the synchronized. Was it Smooth Criminal that the synchronized swimming team did to?
I didn't see that.
Did their routine too?
I didn't see that one.
I'd have to look it up.
I'm just telling you.
You're supposed to know.
If I am a figure skater, gymnast,
coming with Mike,
synchronized swimmer, anybody like dance coach, my freaking go-to is Michael Jackson because I swear it's any song you can do anything choreographed to a Michael Jackson song.
Yeah,
and it's just going to be badass.
Got to be.
Love me some Michael. Didn't Lil Ron did like a whole Thriller.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like everybody had makeup on. It was in the middle of your street in your neighborhood,
That's right? Yep.
That was
awesome.
Everybody
was okay with it. Loved it. Thank you, neighbors.
That was awesome.
You know what, Babsy? So real quick though, we got a question. You left us off. What do you not want to see in this game? I want to add something to that.
Okay.
For our callers. If you're calling the game, you got the first, you win a lottery. You get the first play call. What's your call?
Deep. That's such a fan.
You're automatically
it's such a fan sideline reporter broadcast.
Go deep.
Comment, isn't it?
To who?
I don't care.
Anybody.
Anybody.
Send everybody on goal.
Just go. Please don't hand the ball off. Just please.
Hey,
please don't hand the ball off.
What if everybody's back? What if they come out in the nickel and linebackers backed up deep? You still gonna throw a deep Pepsi?
Just go.
Hit Tajay Spears on a on a low slant. Let him go.
So guess what I was gonna say? My play call would be a screen.
Okay.
I would want to go with a screen, and I want trailing in motion.
Pollard, Spears, Josh Wiley, throw him in there.
Honestly, I want Spears and Pollard in the backfield at the same time on the first play, with Ridley and Burks on the outside.
I can't believe you didn't say I don't care what it is as long as it's to my guy 1-6.
No, I want him to get. I want him to get contact first. That's why I'm gonna bring him in motion. Let him be one of the blockers on the screen. Let him get some thud on his pads. You know what I'm saying? Let him wake up his little muscles, and then we're gonna take the top off. Better hit my boy. If my boy don't get at least 6 targets tomorrow, I'm coming to the stadium. First of all, I'm watching the game.
You better keep him healthy.
I'm watching the game over your house.
Can he stay healthy?
If he don't get 6 targets, if it ain't 3 by half, I'm leaving your house, Babsy. I'm on my way to the arena. I'm on my way to the stadium. Me and Callie got to talk.
People in the chat are asking if Ice Cube is coming on.
That is a great question. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been working on it. There was some miscommunication.
There has been some miscommunication. Not Ice Cube's fault. Probably. I don't know. There's fault. Also not our fault.
Definitely not our fault.
We
were everywhere we were supposed to be when we were supposed to be there.
Correct. Let's just say there are a lot of lines of communication that you have to go through in order to actually make sure that the schedule is proper.
Yeah.
So we maybe at 5 o'clock, at 5 o'clock, Ice Cube. We shall see. So it's kind of up in the air right now.
Everybody breathe.
Yep. 615-737-1045. Let's check in with Anthony from Texas. What's up, Anthony?
What up, Joe? It's Friday, baby.
Yeah.
There we go.
So glad football's there. No, I want to call in, see what's up. Steph hooked me up with the info for watching the game here in Texas, so appreciate that, Zeph. And then, real quick question, Baz, did you ever get one of those signs for your cars yet?
Oh, yes. No, I did not because the boys told me I was not allowed to do it. Just so everybody knows what we're talking about. It's one of those electronic signs that you can put in the back of your car window, which, I would obviously put get the hell out of the left lane if you're not passing, or you're the problem, or, something. But no, the boys told me I was not allowed to do it because it was, I would be a liability.
That's right.
Look, I mean, last time I heard, I thought you was the boss lady. I thought you ran the Shianu around here.
No, don't gas up, man. No, we don't need to know. No octane, please, man. Please.
I always run it by the guys. Sometimes I listen to them. Sometimes I don't.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
But no, just want to give y'all I'm excited for football, man. I keep telling buddy I'm glad football's back. But no, even this morning I get it to work. Brought some breakfast tacos for everybody. We had a meeting, and my PM comes in, and he sees my shirt. I'm rocking the Titans polo. I'm excited for the season. He starts giving me crap. Like, no, that's a wrong shirt. Why are you wearing that? I was like, and he's a Texans fan, of course, being here in Texas. And I come back at him. I was like, what? Like, you scared to get sweet this year? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's aggressive.
I start firing back. I'm like, hey, you better be glad I didn't wear my Oilers polo, all right? Now, hold up. But no, I'm excited. I mean, I just hope that y'all talking about what you don't want to see. I definitely don't see injuries. Like, I mean, we got a new strength conditioning. We got new staff. Like, I want to see if these players can stay healthy. I want to see how this goes this year. So I'm hoping for that. I'm with y'all. I want Will Levis, so a 70-yard bomb. That's the first string. Let it get out. Let them show what they're going to see this year. I'm ready to turn up. I hope you're ready to turn up. Let's go.
Turn it.
Turn it up.
Come on, Zev. There you go. A little slow today. There you go,
it's
Anthony.
Football season. You better have your hand on that button at all times, Zell.
Appreciate
That's on
you,
me. That's on me.
Anthony.
Thank you, Anthony, man. So that's another one with you, Babsy. 70-yard bombs. Everybody wants to see a bomb.
It's such a fan answer, right? Like, it really is. Thanks for the call, Anthony.
Man,
if you want
definitely.
you can hop in our chat. You can call 615-737-1045, talking about in Titans preseason tomorrow, their very first preseason game. We heard a bunch from Coach Callahan yesterday. We heard from Tavondre Sweat. We heard from Peter Skoronski. So we will hit some of that coming up in our 4 o'clock hour. And we have Austin Stanley coming up at 4:20 as well. So stick around for that. And then Arion Carter, Tennessee, University of Tennessee, UT, linebacker, will join us at 5:20. Stick around. You're listening to 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
What up? What's happening? Wesley Mortgage, whywesley.com is where you need to head to. You're trying to get back into the mortgage business, maybe took a little break, and you're like, man, I need a team, though. I need a team to support. Well, Chuck McDowell has put a team in position to help you. He's a local Nashville native. I call him the boss, man. He's the one who's running it. He cares about the community and proud to serve them. And in regards to that, then he's reinvesting into the people. That's why he has a support team already in place to help you succeed in the mortgage business, ensuring your loans close on time, making sure you get paid, giving you back the time to build up your business and bring back the fun of the mortgage profession. It gets simple, people, especially when you have a team behind you. Also, networking opportunities that you wouldn't usually get, not walk into anyway, with the Tennessee Titans, Music City Grand Prix, and Nashville Predators, all right there. So if you're at the mortgage industry and you're a little tired of the grind, tired of the pressure, tired of micromanaging everything to make sure you get your clients handled correctly, you need to get to Wesley Mortgage. Go to whywesley.com.
I want to talk with you about a really cool entertainment option that you can take advantage of this weekend. Just go ahead and go online. PlayXGolf.com is the website. They've got 2 locations in Nashville and Murfreesboro. What is X Golf? You might be asking yourself. I'll answer it for you so you don't have to. X Golf is the home of indoor golf in Middle Tennessee. 2 locations, again, West Nashville in Bellevue and in Murfreesboro, and they have great menus, full bars. The Bellevue location I was at, I played Pebble Beach there. They have 6 bays, automatic teeing system, great putting system, which is sometimes lacking in indoor golf opportunities. Not with X Golf, man. They They definitely separate themselves there. It's always 72 degrees inside X Golf, so you don't have to worry about the heat. Great atmosphere, full bar, fun menu, friendly staff. Make it the perfect location for corporate events, birthday or bachelor parties, date nights, or just hanging out with the fellas, or maybe you want something to do to get out of the house, and you can go get in a bay over at X Golf. We're going to give away a $50 gift card during the course of today's show, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, get online, playxgolf.com, set up your tee time today, playxgolf.com.
From the 104.5 The Zone Studios, I'm Joe Hunk. No Olympic spoilers here. Well, that's because the San Francisco 49ers are making some news as they are traveling across the country to Nashville to take on the Titans tomorrow night at 6 p.m. with countdown to kickoff beginning at 3 p.m. live from Nissan Stadium. First move that the 49ers made was signing punter Presley Harvin III and releasing tight end Logan Thomas. And just a little while ago, they made headlines because news is coming out now that after trying to trade him, trying to make deals to move him, the 49ers are now pushing for a deal to try to get that done where Brandon Ayuk will stay in the Bay Area and be a 49er through the 2024 season and potentially even longer. And to finish all of that off, Juju Smith-Schuster, well, he's looking for a new team because the Patriots have released him after last night's spring, or I should say preseason game. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Welcome back in to 3HL right here on 104.5 The Zone. We're locked and loaded on this Good Friday, man, and ready to cool it off at any given moment. It's Babsy!
What up? Hey, I think we might have some breaking news.
Do we? Uh-oh. Want to hit them people with it?
Well, we got asked about Ice Cube.
Yes, we did.
I don't know if it's breaking sports news, but we'll take it.
I mean, it is.
Slay just hit some of his reps, and I think he's about to join us.
We should be hearing from him here shortly. The one and only, Ice Cube will be joining us here shortly, man. So get your dial tones, rip them off, rip the knob off. Don't change it. It's going down.
Because this was coming up, I felt the need to rewatch Friday.
Did you?
Then I found out that perhaps I might have grounds for a divorce.
What?
My husband,
Don't you say this.
has never seen the movie Friday.
Come on, Babsy. Don't do Mr. Babsy.
Are you kidding me? I know it's
I don't
like
believe
it's
that.
sacrilegious.
I don't believe that.
It's bunk.
I don't believe that. That's got to be a joke, man.
Guess what?
What?
He's here.
Man, let's bring him in. The founder of the Big Three, the guy, the legend, the man himself, Ice Cube. What up, Cube?
Yeah. What's happening with y'all?
Man, good, man. Good to hear from you, brother, man. You got the Big Three about to slide into Nashville. We've been waiting on y'all to come down here, man. We've been traveling to the A to go see y'all everywhere, man. It's finally coming to Nashville, man. We appreciate you, man.
Man, we appreciate Nashville. You know, we've been trying to get there at least for the last 3 years. And scheduling-wise, it just didn't work. You know, either it was a concert happening or remodeling of the building. There was a lot going on. So we happy to finally make it work and be able to bring the playoffs. So
Yeah.
we got the best 4 teams coming to town.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We just had Corey Brewer on yesterday, who is going to play in that. And you know, Corey Brewer is like the god from Portland around here. So certainly excited about it. Okay, so Ice Cube, what's your deal with Nashville? What do you think about Nashville? Do you like the city? Have you been here a bunch? Fill us in.
Yeah, I've been there a few times. I really dig it. I love the energy of the city. And I've always wanted to play there. I knew that, you know, bringing the Big Three there, you know, they got a team in Memphis. You know, there's no team in Nashville. So we've been dying to get there because we know, you know, that the town digs sports. You know, how you guys responded to the Titans, your hockey squad. You know, it's only right to bring this through there. You know, I think it's a party town. I think they're going to party with the Big Three.
Absolutely going to party with the Big Three, man. Now, tell me about this journey, man. You got this thing started. I saw you reached out to the 3-on-3 champs. Was it the Netherlands that took care of business over there? You threw it out there, man. Did we get any acceptance of this? Are we going to see that matchup in Boston next week or what?
We're still hoping to get FIBA to let the Netherlands do it. The team want to play. We want to play. We got $250,000 on the line for the winner, and it's just FIBA with their, you know, political mess. So we're trying to get around that, and hopefully, you know, they'll let it happen. But you know, the challenge is still out. I still think we got the best 3-on-3 players in the world. And it's not even close. Man,
you absolutely right, man. I played overseas. I know how FIBA get to acting. They'll stop answering your call. They won't want to email. They'll try to hit back after it's done. Boy, it's so much yellow tape to get tangled up in that, man. But, man, you got a beautiful product, man. Talk about the legends that you got involved, man. I know Lisa Leslie. You had AI about a year or two ago, man. Steven Jackson's always a big voice for you guys, man. GP getting into it, still being himself on the sidelines. Talk about the legends you got involved with, especially with Clyde involved.
Man, there's legends everywhere. You know, our coaches, Gary Payton is coaching the Bivouac. You got Nick Young coaching the Enemies. You got Michael Cooper, who just got in the Hall of Fame. He coached the Three's Company. And you got Dr. J, you know what I mean, the coolest Hall of Famer there is. He's coaching Tri-State. So I mean, our coaches are star-studded, and to put them back in the arena, going at it, even if it's just from the sidelines, you can still see their competitive spirit, and the teams they got are top-notch. These are the best coaches in the league, and it's cool to have them a part of the big three. I wanted to start off with a lot of credibility.
Right.
And having Clyde Drexler as our commissioner. And
that'll do it.
Our Hall of Fame coaches, from Lisa Leslie to Nancy Lieberman to Rick Barry, Iceman, George Gervin. I think we come in with a lot of credibility, and that's why the league was able to stick.
Where's your passion for hoops come from?
Playing as a kid, in my backyard, we used to have some epic games, epic 3-on-3 games in my backyard. Then, we used to go up and down the street looking for games to play, playing at school, playing anywhere we can find a game. And I just fell in love with that format. And I always wondered, why hasn't it been elevated to the professional level? And when I had the opportunity, I did it.
Love it. All right, Ice Cube. So here on 3HL, we have this thing that Ron Slay does. It's called the Boom Boom Room.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to let him put you in the Boom Boom Room. You got to explain.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
All right, Cube. Here we go, man. Listen, the Boom Boom Room, you walk in the Boom Boom Room, the door's locked behind you. Now, you got to understand, it's just us rapping on the couch, man. Got your feet kicked up, having a good time, man. Nobody else is there. It's just us. So when I ask you the question, you got to answer to the truth to the best of your ability, and I am the judge of that. That's the only way you get the doors unlocked to get out of the Boom Boom Room. You agree to these terms, sir?
Let's talk about it, man. Let's go for it. Let's do it.
Lock the door, Self. All right.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Cube, all right, man. Welcome to the Boom Boom Room. You locked in with me now. I need to know, man, give me a nickname that we may not know. We know Cube, Ice Cube, O'Shea. Like, give me something that, you got to reach back in your bag and give me a nickname while we sitting here rapping in the Boom Boom Room.
My brother called me Juice.
Oh.
Yeah, my brother called me Juice, yeah.
Love that. All right, so that's how we're going to refer to you, if that's all right with you, Juice. Juice, let's get it on.
I don't know. I only answer to my brother. What I'm saying? I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if I'll move for you. I look at you like, man, you've been talking to my brother.
Like what I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, well, check it out, Q. We'll leave that right there. This is what I need to know, man. If it's one thing that you could go back and relive, a moment, whatever it may be, and say, man, I want to do that one more time. Out of your illustrious career, your childhood, your life, whatever it may be, what's something that you'll point back and you'll love to go live again?
Oh, man, being on stage with, young Dr. Dre, young Eazy-E, DLC, MC Ren, DJ Yella, being back on stage with NWA, back in the day, 1989, having fun before all the breakups and makeups. That's what I'd love to go back and do.
Man, Cube, when y'all were in the midst of that, did you think for one instance that it would have had a cultural impact the way it did NWA?
Not at all. We was just, for one, we was having fun, and then we was looking for, our niche.
Yeah.
Everybody had the other styles kind of taken up, and we were saying, let's rap about what we know. And we just thought it was going to be one of the styles, out of the many in hip hop, and then it became the style. And everybody started to do music kind of like NWA. So we never predicted that at all.
Absolutely. All right, Cube, now the next question I got for you in the Boom Boom Room, man. Now tell me, if I can pull Cube away from everything, the acting, philanthropy, the big three, all the movies, whatever it may be, one good day away from everything, you snap your fingers, you get this as a day, how would your day go? And where would you be?
Oh, man, on the beach, hanging out with my wife and family and enjoying each other. To me, it's no better way to spend your time than kicking back, looking at some water, getting in some water, hanging out, and just being with the people you love, man. Nothing better than that. I don't care how much you got, how much you don't got. That's the sweet spot.
Today was a good day.
Today was a good day.
Yeah.
All right, Q. Last one, and I'm going to let you out of the boom boom room, man. One thing you look back on and you say, you know what? You took that moment and said, man, I made it. I'm here. Where was that moment? Where was that time in your life, man, when you said, you looked in the mirror and was like, yep, here it is?
I think, I got to say the moment that Dr. Dre let us go on stage at his club. He kind of snuck us up there. Lonzo really didn't know we was going to do it. And then, we got busy and we wrecked the place. And then he started to really, take me under his wing and work with me and kind of respect what I could do as an MC. So I think that was the moment of truth. If we would have flopped, I don't know if he would have kept working with me as a 15-year-old youngster, you know what I'm saying? So probably would have said, watch out, man, y'all not ready.
Yeah.
But we got busy, and then he got more active into, what we should be doing together. So it was kind of, that was my moment.
Man, love that, man, Cube. You hitting it. We could go all day in the boom boom room, man. I'm gonna let you go on and let you slide up out of this thing, man. Unlock the door for Cube, man.
Man, can I get the keys, baby? Can I get the keys, man? Thank
you. He wants the keys, Slay.
Hey, man, I'm gonna put one up under the flower pot. You know how you do when you come home to latchkey kids. Put one under the flower pot. You be able to get in when you want to.
He's in.
Got you, man. No problem.
Cube, I do have a couple of other questions for you outside of the boom boom room, but your big picture vision, I don't know, 5 years from now, right? For Big Three, what's your vision?
Man, hopefully we got a team in Nashville by the end.
Yeah.
That'd be a great vision. And, at the end of the day, we're starting to sell teams. We got 12 teams. We've sold 4, 1 to LA, 1 in Houston, Miami, and Detroit. So we got 8 more to go. And then we're going to expand to 16, hopefully go to 20. So hopefully one day, Nashville come call in and say, hey, we want to put a permanent Big Three team because they had so much fun on Sunday.
I mean, I got a hell of a basketball player co-hosting with me right here in Ron Slay. Slay, could your body actually work play again?
Half court, I can get it done. Half court, that's a minimum 55 steps right there. I can make something happen.
I don't know about that, man. I think you might want to stay on the radio.
Hey, man,
let me know.
Listen here, Q. Hey, listen here, Q. Man, I know some of your cats in there. Ain't nobody trying to chase Michael Beasley and them around, but guess what? The boom boom room came from the paint. That's how I got his name. I'm down there throwing that weight around. You hear me?
You like to shoot the 4-point shot, though.
Yeah, man.
No.
Throw your weight in one of those court-side seats, man. Come have a seat next to me.
I'm with it, baby.
That was the best answer ever. All right, one more our chat is going crazy, and they want to ask you a million questions, but I will ask you from our chat, our listeners, this question. Your favorite song to perform ever?
Oh, man, it was a good day. It was a good day. Today was a good day. It's just a song that makes everybody feel good. Everybody sing it, rap it along. And it's cool to see people, just have this big smile on their face when they hear the music. It's just one of those kind of timeless classics. And I can't wait to sing it because I know the reaction from the fans.
Absolutely.
I have a big smile on my face right now. I'm talking about it. Not in every time I watch the movie Friday. So, I grew up on it. Do we get another Friday?
I think we're going to get another one. We're very close to signing a new contract with New Line for the distribution of the movie. So, I think it's coming around the corner. Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Finally.
Finally. We've been starving, Q. Feed the
I've
people.
been trying to get it off. I've been trying to get it off. And I'm glad they got new leadership over there who understand what Friday means to everybody, to the culture. And we want to do something funny, put a smile on people's face, man. Everything's so serious right now.
That is, man.
So true. We need a little unity again, right?
Man. Yeah, man. Well, Big 3, man, coming up Sunday, noon. Everybody be there. Bring your kids, family environment as well. Some good hooping. And Cube told me just go on, throw my weight over there in the seat. So I guess y'all don't get to see Big Slay pop out.
You can cheer.
Man, everybody's scared to see Big Slay pop out.
Thank you, Ice Cube.
Appreciate you, Cube, man.
Can I just say this for us, for our listeners, today was a good day.
Yay.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. See y'all Sunday.
Definitely. Man, y'all get out there, go get your tickets, man. Yeah, most definitely. Big 3, Big 3 tickets / now let me get it all the way right. Hold up. I'm gonna get it all the way right for y'all. Big3.com/tickets. So get over there, get your tickets. Promise you it's gonna be a great, great environment, man. You see it on TV, you got an opportunity to go see some legends that you may not be able to see. Let's do that. Let's get to it. That was Cube, people. It was a good day, Babsy.
Dude, how likable is he?
Yes. That was it.
Are you a little like?
Oh, I'm hyped.
I can tell.
I'm very hyped.
So am I. I'm like a giddy.
I'm very hyped.
Child,
I'm trying to think of some people that we can put in contact with Cube so we can get us a team. That's what I'm trying to think.
Maybe
we need
you
a
can
team
coach.
Here. I definitely coach.
Ice Cube straight told you to sit your butt in this seat.
He did, didn't he, man?
Side of Zeph, will you please pull that for later use?
You acting like Craig, man. You ain't Craig. I ain't smoking. I ain't sitting down. What you mean? What you mean?
Sit your butt down. All right. We got Austin Stanley coming up. We will talk a little Titans. We got the first preseason game of the season tomorrow night. Austin Stanley joins us next. You are listening to 3HL on 104.5 The Zone. All right, I want to tell you about Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. And maybe you are in the market for some new windows and doors. You're thinking, oh, man, that's an expense I don't want to have to do. But that's okay. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville going to help you out with that expense. 50% off qualifying installations and no money down, no interest, no payments for 12 full months. Call Pella, 615-249-1910. PellaNashville.com is the website. They have this deal going on for you, so you can take advantage of the 50% off qualifying installations and schedule your free consultation with them at PellaNashville.com or just stop by their showroom at in Franklin. It's at 277 Mallory Station Road. They're great there, and they have all these windows and doors for you to look at. They can help you out there at their showroom in Franklin or just online. PellaNashville.com.
What's happening, people? You know what time it is, man. You just heard Ice Cube himself talk about it. Now we're telling you about it. The Big 3 is coming to Nashville and coming in hot. Sunday, August 11th, be there for the semifinals. It is the playoffs. It is going down. They are battling to play for a championship the next week in Boston. Ice Cube just was on with us, the professional founder of the 3-on-3 basketball tournament, some of the biggest stars and most competitive athletes to play the game. Hall of Fame coaches will be in attendance coaching their team, Gary Payton, Lisa Leslie, and Dr. J. Also, Swaggy P, Nick Young, you know them very well. They will be on the sidelines coaching. Bring your crew, bring your fam, all the hoop heads for a day of packed dunks, crossovers, and fantastic finishes. Do not miss out on grabbing your tickets. Get on it right now. Big3.com/tickets. You will be in attendance, and we're giving some away right here. If you stay close, maybe. Just got to stay. Listen to the show. Get to the Big 3. It's going down. Welcome back into 3HL
I just
Radio
wanna let it
104.5
play.
The Zone. I know I didn't want to say a word, Babsy. Just waking up in the morning, got to thank God. Ice Cube. From Ice Cube to our guy, man, AtoZ, Austin Stanley. Now,
We're sorry, Austin.
Austin, you got to come with it, man. You following Cube now.
We're sorry.
Yeah, on a Friday. You did me dirty. Following Cube on a Friday. What's up, everybody? How's it going?
What up, dude? But you got great info for us, man. First of all, let us ask you this, man. When was your first encounter with Ice Cube, though? Like with his music or his movies? What was it?
Oh, man. I mean, probably movies.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm 34, so like I'm guessing he was doing like the PG rated movies when I could start watching those before I could go back and then listen to the music that was older.
Right.
So I'd say music or movies is probably where I first got my Ice Cube experience.
Absolutely.
Well, shoot, when we were like doing research to have him on, I didn't realize he's been in over 40 films. 40.
Yes, that's crazy.
Like the dude can do anything.
That's nuts.
Crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Longevity. The more you do, the longer you stay around.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk Titans. Stanley, what do you think? First preseason game. Okay, big picture. I'm excited. I think Titans fans are excited, and I don't ever get excited for the preseason, ever. I'm usually like negative about it, but I'm excited. What do you think?
Everything's new. What's there to not be excited about?
Yeah.
You're going to see starters. You're going to see Levis. You're going to see Brian Callahan call plays for the first time in an NFL game. You're going to see how fast Ridley can run that we've been watching out there, what the offensive line looks like, the defense, how aggressive are they going to be. I mean, it's new everything, and so I think there's going to be a nice energy in the stadium Saturday night. I won't be there, but Buck and Sam will be in there for AtoZ Sports for all of our coverage. But yeah, I think I don't know if I've been more excited to watch an NFL preseason game in a while, just because we've gone into these games the last few years of Tannehill's not going to play, Vrabel's not going to play anybody. But really everybody minus Jeff, Harold, and Stonehouse should suit up that's healthy, right? No D-Hop, no Snead, no Cheeto. But a lot of big names, important names are going to be out there, which will be fun.
Who are you? We've posed a couple of questions today, obviously. Who are you most excited to see? Are you more excited to see T'Vondre Sweat or Will Levis? Knowing that we're going to see vanilla everything, right? And then what do you not want to see from this Titans franchise in the first preseason game? So kind of hit on all of that for you guys, what you think you're really looking towards.
Sweat's going to be interesting because I want to see him in live football, right? Like they've done a little bit more live game-like action the last 2 days of training camp that we were out there this week, and he just ruins offensive plays, which is terrifying to watch. I saw we had a video that we tweeted of T'Vondre Sweat as a monster, and a Texans fan quote tweeted and said, "Gotta protect CJ Stroud at all costs because the guy moves human beings. He's gonna win every one-on-one rep against any offensive lineman he goes up against. But what does he do in live football? Can he disrupt the play enough to help a teammate make a play? I'm excited to see Kenneth Murray play free and fast behind T'Vondre Sweat. I'm excited to see T Sweat out there in action. And how does he finish? Can he finish a play where he gets pressure on the quarterback? Is he quick enough to finish that sack? Because he only had 5.5 sacks in his college career. So I think that's something to watch for him. For Will Levis, I think it's what are they going to want him to do? Like operations is going to be the cliche that Callahan's going to say about what they want to see from him and the other quarterbacks, but are they going to let him throw it down the field? Because they didn't let him throw it down the field in the first week or so of camp. Right. So are they going to let it air out once they opened it up some in practice? So that's what I want to see from Levis and from T-Sweat. What I don't want to see is the amount of fumbling this offense has done in training camp practices. They're clearly focusing defensive players on punching the football. I think there's been more fumbles in Titans training camp this year than really what we've seen in the past. So keep it off the dirt.
Austin Stanley with us right now. Want to talk a little bit about, obviously, we are questioning depth with this team. It's a big piece of conversation. We know that they are not deep, specifically in the middle of that defense up front. So some of these players that we are going to see more than a series or two of could be big pieces depth-wise. Who will you have your eye on defensively, offensively, from a depth, make this roster possibly be a piece for this team this season player?
Well, I think because we're not going to see Cheeto Awuzie or L'Jarius Sneed, you're going to have cornerbacks step up and play a lot of snaps in preseason. And also with those two guys that have injury concerns who might have to start a couple games for you. And I think Jarvis Brownlee Jr. is a fascinating player. He's been really aggressive and fun to watch in training camp. He's got a personality to go along with it. I think he's going to play a lot of reps. They want him to grow up fast from what I can tell. So I think he and Trey Avery are probably going to be the two corners to start out on Saturday night on the outside with Roger McCreary on the inside. So I think Jarvis Brownlee Jr. is a good pick for the defensive depth. And then I want to see another rookie, Jalen Harrell. Brian Callahan pointed him out individually when asked an open-ended question about edge players to fill the gap for Arden Key if this suspension ever gets official. But I think Jalen Harrell is somebody to watch, 7th-round pick out of Michigan. I think that makes a lot of sense to keep your eyes on. He'll play a lot of snaps. Offensively, I don't know if you saw this, but I saw this on Twitter from F-Words pod of they don't have anybody listed as the right guard starter on the depth chart now that Sadiq Charles is retired. So there's a gap there. Who's going to take it? Is it Dylan Radins? Is it Rupchich? You need more offensive line depth. What does Daniel Brunskill do as a backup center? Because I don't think Lloyd Cushenberry is going to play all that much. So I think offensive line depth is interesting. Obviously, Traylon Burks is going to be a big talking point, Slay. We all know. With no D-Hop out there, Traylon Burks I think he should get first team reps and second team reps because no D-Hop. Give him what you were going to give D-Hop and then let him play with Mason Rudolph as that game develops. So there's a few names on offense.
Let me throw it over to the defensive side, Austin. What we expect it to be vanilla. We don't expect to see a lot of different packages and schemes thrown to by Denard Wilson. So when we've watched practice, Kenneth Murray is at his best when, like he said, giving him the green light and letting him just go play. Can you, if they were playing vanilla and not sending blitz packages, do you think we would see enough out of a guy like Kenneth Murray in that type of tamed environment?
That's a good point. Probably not going to see his best, just because, you're not going to showcase the weapon that is him slicing through the O-line. Right. And I don't know if you guys were at practice the other day when he just about, you know what pancake blocks look like? Kenneth Murray did a smash burger on Tony Pollard when he was blitzing and Pollard tried to come pass protect, and it didn't end very well for Tony. But Murray's just a freak, and he's so big and fast and strong. I've been really impressed by him. So, you're not going to see the best out of him because of that vanilla defensive scheme. I think don't judge Kenneth Murray too much. I think if I were the Niners, you could probably get him on a play action pass over the middle because he's going to be so juiced up, knowing that he's probably not going to blitz that much. So I think you're on point there, Slay.
When you walk out of it, man, looking at the offensive side, after Will Levis checks out, and depending on who's at the offensive line, how much do you take from what you see out of Mason Rudolph and Malik Willis? What's your thoughts on those two coming in later?
Yeah. I think Malik Willis is going to have us talking about him on Monday. I think he's going to be productive. He's going to show a lot of improvement that he's made. I mean, guys, just 2 years ago, he was getting benched in a preseason game because he wouldn't throw the football.
Right.
And I've seen him be way more decisive. They've talked about teaching him to stay deep in the pocket because he had the tendency before to kind of as he's getting antsy, he would scoot up in the pocket into pressure. Yeah. So they've really focused on him staying back in the pocket, which I think has allowed him to throw the football more freely and on time. He made a bunch of plays with his arms. He stayed cool and poised when he's had a bad snap or two, and just pick it up and just launch it to where it needs to go for some nice plays. So I think Malik Willis is going to look good to a lot of fans playing against a third-team defense with the Titans' third-team offense. And I think the Titans' third-team offense is better than the Titans' third-team defense from what we've seen in camp. And so we'll see how that stacks up for Malik. Mason Rudolph, I think he's just really efficient. He's been there, done that a lot in the NFL as a starter and as a backup. I'm curious to see, Kyle Phillips fighting for a spot, Mason Rudolph Mason Kinsey fighting for a spot. I've been catching a lot of passes from Rudolph too.
Oh my God, you're already booting Rudolph out of here?
No. Kinsey and the Masons got me all confused. It's Friday. It's Friday. I'm trying to fight to 5 o'clock, guys. You know how it goes. No, I think Rudolph has some good targets to throw to that he's got some chemistry with. So, look, I haven't looked at my betting app, Slay, so I don't know what the over/under is yet. But I did cash the over on the Hall of Fame game before they cut that game short to weather. So I might be in play for an over here.
Beautiful right there. Now I got one more spot I would love to know what your thoughts are. And that's we know who Tony Pollard, we know who Tajay Spears are, but that third slot with Haskins, Jabari Small, and Chestnut. Like, what's your thought on those guys? How do you think they fill out? And how important is each of these games for those three?
This week or last week about that. And I want to see somebody who's physical as a runner, third spot. At least that's what Randy Jordan said at the time. And Jabari Small is a small guy. He lives by his last name. But he did everything at Tennessee, whether pass protecting, short yardage, running, can catch out of the backfield, has a good enough burst too. I've liked him. Hassan Haskins has never really been the strongest runner, but he's really good on special teams. I think Julius Chestnut might be.
By the way, Austin, he's bigger than people remember or think.
Say it one more time. Sorry,
I was just talking about Hassan Haskins, he's bigger than people remember or think. Like, I think we had that conversation one of the days out at practice. You're like, you forget how big he is.
Yeah, he's just not very quick to the line of scrimmage, though.
True.
And that's my concern with Hassan. So, based on what Randy Jordan said, and you look at the three bodies, you'd probably think Hassan Haskins has the upside there, but I really don't know. I think all three of them have a chance to put up some yards in the second half of these games. And so, how do they earn their spot with pass protection, with other special teams duties is what it's going to come down to.
Love it, man. Love it. Austin Stanley, AtoZ Sports. Austin, how excited are you? Do you feel the excitement? Well, maybe not you, but for the outside, because you've been able to be in camp. Have you felt this type of excitement for a preseason game, especially preseason game one?
We know you're media. You can admit
it. Right.
No, I am. It's everything's new. And so, you have to kind of remember that there's a lot of things that we don't know what to expect. And to me, that's exciting. Like I like to go in there a little bit blind and say, all right, let's figure it out. Like, are they going to throw the ball deep on the first, series? I know Hunk called a shot earlier in the show. I heard Hunk say deep throw to Ridley, the third play of the game. I don't know what they're going to do, but I'd love to see it. I'd love to see Denard blitz a little bit.
Yeah.
We good?
You got
hear
me?
us? Yes, we've got you now. Sorry, you went in and out a little bit there. Awesome. We can't wait to see what AtoZ Sports puts out there. Good partnership with you, Austin, and always appreciate you taking time to hop on with us.
Absolutely, guys. I'll see you guys next week at camp. Seahawks in town. That should be fun, too. A lot more fights.
Gonna be so fun.
Don't point
the Seahawks got it out. They got it out of their system. Yeah,
I don't think so.
Austin, you were the mole. I found out you were the mole through Twitter. You were the mole for Big Jeff.
No, that was an accident, Buck. I apologize.
Hey, Buck's right over there. Go get him.
Red tent right there.
Yeah, can't miss him. Thanks, Austin.
Appreciate it, Austin.
See you guys. Thanks.
See ya. There you go, Austin Stanley, AtoZ Sports. They do a phenomenal job of covering this Titans team. So check them out. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, he mentioned Jabari Small, Tennessee guy. there was some Tennessee guys, former Tennessee. Well, I guess, I'm sorry, you don't say former because you're always a Tennessee person. You're always an Auburn Tiger, yes. There were some VFLs that hit the field last night. You guys watched some of the quarterback play. We'll talk about that and continue to take your calls on Titans as well. 615-737-1045. And also, when we come back, X Golf Fridays, we will give that away as well. Brent usually does it, but we'll give you a $50 gift card or a chance to win a $50 gift card from X Golf. So stick around for all of that. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
I want to tell you about my friends at Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply. That's where you need to go to get that yard in top shape, and you certainly need their help with all this heat as we, believe it or not, head toward fall. Trey Hartswick is here from Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply with more. Trey, what's up? How are you?
Hey, Brent, what's up, man? Hey, looking forward to fall is right. I know when it's really hot outside, everybody's like, when's it going to come? But it'll be here soon enough. But now, while we finish up summer, we want to make sure we're doing the right things in our lawn. At Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply, we have a lot of different options, great fertilizers, whether you have cool season or warm season turf. We have a custom blended fertilizer that'll make sure that lawn keeps its color throughout the summertime. Also, Brent, now's the time where you can start looking around and kind of seeing what game plan do I need to put on. So in the fall, I'm going to be ready to oversee my lawn with that PTT from Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply to get it whipped into shape. Come in and see us. We'd love to talk to you about it. Conveniently located all over Middle Tennessee. Got locations in Nashville, Hendersonville, Murfreesboro, Bellevue, Brookwood, Lumber, Mount Juliet, and Franklin. If you can't get a hold of us, check us out online, DickensSupply.com.
What's happening, people? You know what time it is, man. You just heard Ice Cube himself talk about it. Now we're telling you about it. The Big Three is coming to Nashville and coming in hot. Sunday, August 11th, be there for the semifinals. It is the playoffs. It is going down. They are battling to play for a championship the next week in Boston. Ice Cube just was on with us, the professional founder of the 3-on-3 basketball tournament, some of the biggest stars and most competitive athletes to play the game. Hall of Fame coaches will be in attendance coaching their team, Gary Payton, Lisa Leslie, and Dr. J. Also, Swaggy P, Nick Young, you know them very well. They will be on the sidelines coaching. Bring your crew, bring your fam, all the hoop heads for a day of packed dunks, crossovers, and fantastic finishes. Do not miss out on grabbing your tickets. Get on it right now. Big3.com/tickets. You will be in attendance, and we're giving some away right here. If you stay close, maybe. Just got to stay. Listen to the show. Get to the Big Three. It's going down. Welcome back into 3HL right here on 104.5 The Zone, man. And today was a good day. It's Friday, people. We are on a countdown from 11 minutes out. We will have our pregame ready to roll.
No, we're
pregame.
Is it 3?
Oh, yeah.
Pregame's at 3.
Oh, well, we in
the pre-pregame.
Yeah, the pre-pregame.
The show right here on The Zone.
There you go.
With Kayla and B-Hop and
Buck and Hitman.
Yep.
Blaine. That'll start at 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Yep.
Titans preseason.
Absolutely.
And then Titans Radio takes over.
Yep.
Basically 24 hours and 10 minutes from right now.
Going down, people.
Yes. 5 o'clock Titans Radio will take over and then kick off at 6 p.m.
Yep.
And we will get to see a little bit about this new coaching staff, this new team, brand new offensive scheme, brand new defensive scheme, all the things. And I have never been excited about preseason games, especially when Vrabel was here for the Titans. I mean, because you knew he didn't care about them. You weren't going to see anything. We've had Ryan Tannehill kind of in the mix. You know what you had in him. There wasn't a ton of off-season moves of making this roster completely different. There just wasn't the excitement that there is with the franchise right now.
Right.
And with what this team could possibly be or become. So all of that to say, even though I usually hate the preseason, it's going to be fun to see what we learn in the first game. And of course, we'll all be back Monday to dissect it 8 million different ways.
Absolutely.
So have you watched preseason yet? Did you guys watch last night? Because I know, I don't even have to ask Seth because, he's this Tennessee guy is like, there's a fifth string running back who played for Tennessee that I'm going to go stalk and watch. So
there was a former Tennessee running back playing for the New York Giants in Eric Gray.
He had
a great game.
So did.
God, that was such a crazy situation.
Yeah. Transferred to Oklahoma, then went on. Yeah.
It was just a mess.
Too much going on.
A mess. Okay, so what did you guys see in preseason action last night from the former Tennessee quarterback?
Well, I'll let Zeph go because I miss Hendon's. I saw Joe Milton's and how good he was, but let's hit on the Giants and Detroit that game first. And then,
Hendon?
Yep.
You saw Hendon.
So first off,
he ended up with a concussion.
Yes, he did. So he didn't start. The Lions started Nate Sudfeld in the first half. So they split up half and half for their two backup quarterbacks. Nate Sudfeld went 13 of 24, 96 yards, and threw an interception. Hendon got in there in the second half, and the thing that stood out...
So if he's in the second half, he's against what? Like third string
pretty
nobodies?
Pretty much. And the thing that stood about Hendon is immediately using his legs again. And he hasn't played, you got to remember, he hasn't played football since 2022. He hasn't been in a game after the ACL. So for him to go out and use his legs almost immediately...
And not think twice about it.
And it wasn't just, okay, he was scrambling and running out of bounds. No, he was putting his shoulder down, going through defenders, creating contact on his own first contact. He was running like Hendon ran when he was at Tennessee. Now,
do you remember the play where he suffered the concussion? Or
yeah, I think I'm not 100% sure if this is the play. So they were inside the 10-yard line. I think they had just gotten a face mask penalty to get a first and goal, and it was second down, and instead of passing, he had a guy kind of wide open in the back of the end zone. Instead of throwing, he decided to run, rolling to the right. And he kind of did like this diving motion, and he kind of got hit. I don't know if his head hit the ground or the defender hit him, but he stayed in for another play and ended up being an incomplete pass on fourth down, but he didn't come in after that. So I think that's the play he got a concussion. But before that, I mean, he was putting balls on the money. He had two errant throws that were a little high on a couple of the passes, but the legs and the running ability is what stood out for Hendon Hooker, at least before the concussion.
You know you can't do that
in the league.
Consistently in the league.
Nobody's ever been able to last that way. At some point, even Superman it catches up with. Like you look at Cam, it caught up with him. Like even Michael Vick, it caught up with him where they had to go and start being pocket
other
quarterback in a
things that
sense.
caught up to Vic, but yeah.
kind of put him out here, but yeah. I mean, that's you got to be able to know when to get down. You can't play with reckless abandon like that. It only lasts so long. So,
all right. So Milton, we know he has the arm for the league.
Yeah.
We don't know if he has the accuracy and the decision making for the league. What'd you see?
So Joe Milton came out and did what Joe Milton has been talked about all training camp and dazzled. His first big play. Oh, first off, his first throw was completion. I think it was 8-yard completion to Javon Baker, the wide receiver out of UCF. But the big play came on a scramble play where he did the thing you're not supposed to do as a quarterback. He ran out the back of the end zone or at the back of the pocket instead of stepping up into the pocket. Ended up having defenders chasing him around, but did a great job of rolling all back to the other side of the field. And then he scrambled for, I think it was about a 18, 20-yard gain for a first down. Other than that, very smart decision-making from him, which is the big question, or was the big question at Tennessee. He's just not making the right decisions. He was making the simple...
not quickly enough, right?
Yeah. Right. He was making the simple throws look simple. The little outs, little short throws. He was hitting people in the hands. He had a couple drops.
Not taking their heads off.
Exactly. He did have one mistake where he was throwing to the far side of the field to the right, and it almost got jumped for a pick six.
He threw it out from the outside hash. From the other hash.
And Brian Hoyer, who was doing the Patriots game, came on and said, that's a long throw, especially for a rookie quarterback. Like, that's a dangerous throw. But other than that, I mean, he was making smart throws, smart runs. I think he had one where he pulled down instead of trying to just force it in there, and he ran for 13 yards. And then the touchdown was just a strike. It was a wide open wide receiver. I would have liked to see a little more arc on it and leading the wide receiver. It was kind of back shoulder, but it was on target. Wide receiver
catchable,
very catchable ball.
You got to see him look right, pump to him, and came back to that receiver that was doing a double move over there.
And he moved the safety off, which is why the guy was wide open.
Absolutely.
So he did a really good job like that. And Gerard Mayo, Patriots head coach, after the game was asked who exceeded his expectations, and this is what he had to say. Honestly, I need to go back and watch the film. The easy answer would be Joe Milton. Joe went out there, and I don't think we've ever seen a quarterback here run around as much as he did and was still able to get the ball down the field. He's one of those guys. It was Joe.
That's
high praise.
Yes, absolutely. I'm waiting.
You're still not sold.
Nope. I'm
not sold either.
Nah. Because we've always seen flashes. Like, we know what his talent is. We know how great he is. It's when people get accustomed to it, then what?
Right.
That's all.
All right, quick break. Then our 5 o'clock hour is coming up. Real quick, I want to give away. Usually Brent does this. You've heard him talk about X Golf, but we have X Golf Fridays here on 3HL. So right now, want to give you a chance to win a $50 gift card to go and experience X Golf, play, train, or entertain at the most innovative and accurate golf simulator experience in the world. Caller number 5 right now to 615-737-1045. Transform your golf game at one of their 2 locations, Nashville and Murfreesboro. Good luck to you. You want to learn more? Visit playxgolf.com.
What's happening, good people? Brentwood Jewelry coming to you with 7012 Church Street East, located in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Go through there and get all of your wishes taken care of. All of them will be granted when you go talk to Brandon and the family. They will never let you down. I can guarantee this. Whether it comes to engagements, whether it comes to custom pieces, whatever it is, watches you're trying to get. Like, if you're a watch guy and you want to get that type of watch, a Braemont, Tissot, Oris, whatever it may be, they have a large selection of timepieces, and you can't go wrong. There's no better place than to shop at Brentwood Jewelry. When it comes to engagements, the same exact thing. They will help you pop the question. Let them help you take the stress out of selecting the perfect engagement ring. They can help you find a beautiful ring in your ideal budget. Browse those incredible selections of a one-kind ring and talk to them. Making a custom design is real easy to do. It's been exceptional style. It's been exceptional deals every single day for over 50 years. It's Brentwood Jewelry. Go to BrentwoodJewelry.com.
From the 104.5 The Zone Studios, I'm Joe Hunk. No Olympic spoilers here. Well, that's because the San Francisco 49ers are making some news as they are traveling across the country to Nashville to take on the Titans tomorrow night at 6 p.m. with countdown to kickoff beginning at 3 p.m. live from Nissan Stadium. First move that the 49ers made was signing punter Presley Harvin III and releasing tight end Logan Thomas. And just a little while ago, they made headlines because news is coming out now that after trying to trade him, trying to make deals to move him, the 49ers are now pushing for a deal to try to get that done where Brandon Ayuk will stay in the Bay Area and be a 49er through the 2024 season and potentially even longer. And to finish all of that off, Juju Smith-Schuster, well, he's looking for a new team because the Patriots have released him after last night's spring, or I should say preseason game. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Have like 5 minutes.
Well, welcome back in to 3HL right here on 104.5 The Zone, man, where it's always rocking and you never know who's going to stop through 3HL going down on a Friday. Yes, today was a good day. Our fearless leader, Mayor, is out on assignment today. We'll be back on Monday, but we got Babsy.
What up? Let's go. We also have Ron Slay in the building.
I'm in the building. Beat yourself. Car ain't got no roof. The car has had no roof. The show has had no roof today.
I have a question.
What, Babsy?
First of all, Mayor is pissed.
Mayor is hot right now.
That he missed Ice Cube on
indeed.
3HL
Yes,
of
indeed.
all the days. We didn't know for sure if he was going to come on. You had a conversation with your reps. We got him on.
Yep.
It was phenomenal conversation. He's fascinating.
Yes.
Do you think he's the most famous person you've put in the Boom Boom Room? I know we just had Jim Nance in there.
Jim Nance is up there. I would say Cube. I can't think of, like, when you talk about sports and entertainment, like, I don't know anybody else that crosses over like Cube does.
I feel like Ice Cube crosses all demographics.
Yes.
Like male, female,
races, yep.
sexes, yeah, like economic,
Anything.
know, where you are economically. I just feel like Ice Cube absolutely crosses all over everything.
And it's the
like my
longevity of
mom
it.
knows who Ice Cube is.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like I mean, grandmas know who Ice Cube is.
Kids can go watch the films. Like, are we there yet? All of these Disney films that, like, you can't miss with Cube.
Well, if you were like Brent or and are pissed that you missed Ice Cube, or you want to see or hear Ice Cube get put into the Boom Boom Room, it is up on all your podcast platforms at 3HL. So go ahead and
you already put it up, Zeph?
Yeah,
Look at
I
you.
had to put that one up.
There you go, Zeph.
Anything had to go to the front line. It was Ice Cube.
And he told us another Friday movie's coming.
That's right, man. I'm talking about.
I don't know if that's been out there.
I ain't heard nothing about it.
There was like some back and forth.
Yep.
I know there was some wanted to be involved, some didn't. There
Chris
was a whole
Tucker
lot of
wasn't sure if
thing going on.
Are we going to get aggregated by like some entertainment, Hollywood?
Yeah, there you go.
We may.
You need to put that clip out where he's talking about it.
It's out at 3HL on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
At 3HL 1045 on Twitter.
We go retweet that. Make sure everybody get a hold of it.
So that was
Brian Phillips.
That was a fun day.
You always got to stay tuned, Brian Phillips, in the chat, man.
Oh, Brian, did you miss it?
Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Take the podcast.
You always got to be there, man. You never know when they hopping in. Like, we didn't know Jim Nance was calling. He just called.
Right.
Ice Cube just called. What did Cube say when he called, Zeph, and you answered the phone?
So I answered the phone. The hotline number starts ringing. I go, "This is Joseph, 1045 The Zone." He goes, "What's up? This Cube."
Just simple as that.
I was like, yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Great.
All right, Mr. Cube. Did you hit him with like something like Mr. Cube? Okay.
No, I was after he said what up this with his ice cube. I was like, wow, wow.
Put him on.
Yeah, put him on. Yeah, let's go.
What up? This is Cube.
Hey, man. And he answered the question. Babsy asked the question, will there be, are we going to get another Friday movie? Mm-hmm. And he answered that.
I know. You were like, ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, I was like,
you should ask that. I'm like, I'm asking it.
You definitely asked it.
We about to find out.
So did. Hey, man, that was dope. Yeah, so it is out on
Thanks to Slay's Reps for
on our Twitter. Yeah, man,
making that happen.
We had to get out there, man. We had to get out there. We almost left y'all blank, but 3HL, we like to deliver, so we were able to deliver.
I was worried we wouldn't be able to deliver on that one.
Me too. I was like it for a minute, yeah.
By the way, I also just went and got my Atlanta Braves Kids Club packages. Mm-hmm. I signed up my kiddos for the Kids Club for the Braves, and it's very cool. Look at these. So these glasses that they include in it. What are all the kids wearing nowadays? They're like
Viper glasses.
Yes, the baseball glasses. Mm-hmm. They'll get one of those. So we'll see if Baby Babs will wear those. We'll see. But if you are interested, by the way, Braves Kids Club has membership. You can go to their website and check it out. And you can get a kids pack that includes like T-shirt and glasses and all the fun things. So go Braves.
Absolutely.
Go Ice Cube.
Absolutely.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, now, and guess what, man? We got even more. Like, we had Austin Stanley on. You can go back and check that out on the podcast. His breakdown of what you expect to see from San Francisco and the Titans playing. Tomorrow, the first preseason game will be underway in less than 24 hours. Also, well, the coverage will be less than 24 hours. I'm going to get that right.
We're close.
Yeah. Then Arion Carter, VFL from Smyrna Bulldog, will be on the line with us. Also, get to hear about his thoughts on where Tennessee, the Vols, how they'll finish, like what's the strength. There's been a lot of talk about the offense, but the defense has been lacking. How he feels about that.
He had to rehab last year, too.
Yes, absolutely. Missed some time after making a splash early on, yeah.
Sophomore.
Yep.
Freshman last year.
That's right.
So, so Arion Carter is coming up next here on 3HL, and then we will close out the show and get you ready for a little Titans action. Should be good. Should be fun. Should we take a break?
It's time here, Babsy. What are we doing, Zoe?
You got another couple minutes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, the number 615-737-3710.
This is what happens when Mayor's not here.
Yeah, we just
because I'm like, oh wait, isn't this our break time? I don't know, because if anybody listens to this show, I just blow by all our breaks anyway. I don't care.
Hold on, Babsy. Let me hit something too, man. This right here, we still got the Olympics taking place. USA plays for the gold tomorrow. The women just beat Australia to go to the finals. This right here, though, the track team.
Oh.
The relay. Dropped the baton.
How
and
awful
Canada
is
ended
that?
up finishing.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. It was like he almost ran into the back of him. It was Coleman, right?
Come on, man.
Who ran the first leg. Almost ran to the back of the guy he was passing the baton to. And, man.
We got too many phenomenal athletes, especially in track, not to have won in this relay, man. Like, it's been 24 years.
Okay, but
now it'll be 28 years.
Fair. That you practice that baton handoff, right?
You practice walking and everything.
It's like second nature. Yes. I mean, it's a part of your warm-up routine. Like,
that's like holding a tennis racket. Like bouncing the ball.
Terrible
it's
luck.
Part of you.
It's terrible luck.
On that stage. Oh,
man.
You worked 4 years to get to that point. And it goes down the drain, man. I hate
over
that
something
dropping a baton.
So small and simple, too.
And Canada closed it out, man. So there you go. That's your Olympic news. How about that?
And now we're back to football. All right. Yes, Arion Carter, Tennessee Vol, linebacker, sophomore, joins us next on 3HL on 104.5 The Zone. Stick around. All right, great news for any of you homeowners out there. Mortgage rates are tanking. They're down. And my friends at Loan Pronto are super excited because right now they have rates that start with a 4, the best rate in years. If your current rate is over 6%, you got to dump it. Get rid of it. Lower your house payment big time. Loan Pronto can help you do that. They recently have locked folks in at a 4.99% APR. How about that? Whether you got your loan last week or last month or last year, it doesn't matter. Call Loan Pronto because they can help you. Even if you're in the process with another lender already, you should at least give Loan Pronto a try. Call them, ask about their zero-cost rate reduction home loan, lock in the lower rate, no closing cost. You can do it in a matter of days with almost no paperwork and usually no appraisal either. If you act now, you could even skip your next 2 house payments. Call 615-499-5780. Visit loanpronto.com at 615-499-5780. Loan Pronto, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1661781 on approved credit, NMLS consumeraccess.org.
What's happening, y'all? The biggest pro football contests in Vegas are back. Circa Survivor and Circa Million, they're now up to $16 million combined in guaranteed prizes. Now, you have 2 ways that you can win. Circa Survivor contestants select one team each week with no point spread. Now, if that team loses or ties, the entry is eliminated. You can only pick each team once in a season. Last the longest to win it all with $10 million guaranteed. In Circa Million, make 5 picks against the spread each week for your share of $6 million guaranteed. Quarterly and full season payouts. You must register at Circa Sportsbook in Nevada, Las Vegas, Henderson, or Sparks, Reno. We are heading out there to Circa Vegas, and we'll be doing our show live from Circa on August the 22nd and 23rd, so trust me, you want to stay tuned. Entries are now open and closed September 7th at 2 p.m. Visit circasports.com for details and rules. Now, you must be 21 and present in Nevada, paid for by Circa Sports. You want to get into money, you better get to Vegas. Circa Resort and Casino. Okay.
To celebrate Team USA going for gold, Xfinity is offering a gold medal deal. Now through August 11th, get their best offer yet with 300 megabit Xfinity internet and 1 line of unlimited mobile for just $35 a month for a year and what? A free 5G phone. And the action doesn't stop there. You can save on some of the biggest names in streaming by adding the new Xfinity Stream Saver with Peacock, Apple TV, Plus, and Netflix for $15 a month. Don't wait. When the Olympic Games end, so does this deal. Go to Xfinity.com/Team USA. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Get the fastest connection to Paris with Xfinity, proud partner of Team USA. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account, equipment, taxes, fees, extra, and subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply to internet and mobile. Stream Saver price subject to change. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed. Free 5G phone requires eligible trade-in. Select models only.
Welcome back in. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay with you on a Thursday afternoon. Tennessee linebacker Arion Carter joins us from Smyrna, Tennessee. He's in Knoxville going through camp. Thanks for hopping on, man. How are you?
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me. I'm great. How are y'all?
We're good, man. 23 days till kickoff. You counting it down? You guys ready?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm counting every day, every minute.
So, with your season being cut short last year after having success, how much are you looking forward to getting out there on the field against Chattanooga?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm very excited. You know, I've been anticipating that day for a while now, leading up ever since from day one of me post-op to now, and continuing forward. I'm just ecstatic, you know, just to go out there and compete with my brothers at the highest level and, you know, go out there and give it my all for Tennessee.
What was kind of the most difficult part of that process? You know, we always talk to guys that, you know, don't get to be with the team because you're in rehab and you're doing all kinds of things. Like, what was it like for you?
Yeah, obviously, you know, it's any setback like that is going to be a challenge. But, you know, I had a great support staff and family and especially teammates at that to support me throughout the long journey. And, you know, it's been a long time coming. And I'm just so grateful to have those people along with me. But it was, you know, the physical aspect alone of the rehab and the constant strenuous strain that you go through to even get back to where you were to begin with, and then if not stronger, was you know, a challenging, but nothing I felt like I couldn't handle. And I feel like it was a blessing overall because it just made me appreciate the game alone itself even more and the people I have around me.
Was there someone specific, teammate, that really, I guess, you leaned on, or coach or family member?
I would say my mom and dad, first and foremost, but as far as teammates, I say the whole linebacking core. They're coming and checking on me every day when I'm in the dorm, asking if I need anything when I can't go out to practice at the time and for the first few days after post-op. And especially my roommate at the time, Jeremiah T-Lander, he's like a brother of mine. He's constantly asking if I needed anything. He's constantly helping me rehab. And he's just there whenever I was down, you know, especially him being in the same dorm as me. I appreciated that a lot. And then also having Keenan Peely, you know, he was out for that whole season. So that was an older guy I was able to lean on and ask him constant questions on how I can rehab my body off of the field, other than my actual injury, and just keeping myself healthy, and then just getting little tips and nuggets from him just to keep myself healthy, and him just constantly reminding me that I'm going to get back to full strength and I'm going to be better than ever. You know, it was a blessing having those guys all around me.
Tennessee linebacker Arion Carter is about to wreck people, y'all. He joins us on 3HL. Slay, dog.
Arion, man, good to speak with you, dog. Listen, man, you got the juice spilling over from basketball, then to baseball. The fans are good and rowdy. How much does that play a part in you guys getting ready and the anxiety building up for you guys to run through that tee, man?
Yeah, I can't wait. You know, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it, you know. Just going out there and putting on a show, you know, for everyone. And, you know, like I said earlier, giving my all and giving our all for Tennessee and going out there and dominating, you know. You know, we chase perfection, even though we'll never get to it. But, you know, when you chase perfection, you catch excellence. So that's what we're doing right now. And we're just, you know, not just going through the motions every day. We're pushing and we're attacking the day at that. So I think if we keep going on the journey that we're on right now, it could be something special. And then obviously, you know, having baseball win the national championship, that's a huge step for Rocky Top. And you know, that just gave us more momentum and gave us more juice to go out there and do the same, you know.
Yeah, you got to squeeze that juice, man. Now we all know about the offense. We hear about it all the time, high powered, and how is it helping you guys being able to iron sharpen iron with those big guys, keeping you guys clean? And that's all we've been talking about. A big Omar Thomas, Norman Lott, all these guys up front, being able to keep you guys clean where you can roam. How's practice been as far as you guys competing with each other?
Practice has been great. You playing a high octane offense like that plays at breakneck pace speed, you have no choice but to be on point every day and be on your P's and Q's. And then, honestly, like, I'm just thankful that I have those big forefront guys up front that's taking off double teams and letting me get easy run-throughs, especially with Big E down there at that nose tackle. And then you have Omari Thomas, Bryson Eason, Omar Norman Lott, and then you got James, and then you got Don Bailey. Those guys alone make us better and make the linebacking core in the secondary even better, because it's a ticking time bomb going off, and that ball's got to come out quick. So with those guys, alone, they just make us 10 times better, and they make our offense 10 times better.
You mentioned James. Obviously, nationally, everybody is talking about him. Have you seen something, I guess, in practice or behind the scenes or something that you're just like, God, this dude's a freak?
Yeah, when you hang around guys like that, it kind of becomes a norm because you see it every day in practice. He's not just doing that on Saturdays. He's doing it throughout practice, in the meeting rooms. He's a leader. He's becoming a leader on and off the field. He's asking great questions in the meeting rooms, and he's pulling guys along. And that leadership role that he's trying to carry into is really helping the team out. Because not only is his production on the field showing it, but his actions and his words are speaking even louder off the field as we going into the this season, and it's just pulling guys along, and including myself, being a leader on and off the field and going out there and wanting to make plays,
Tennessee linebacker Arion Carter joins us now. Slay Dog, you want to do something to this guy?
All right, Aaron, it's time to have a little fun, man. Take the shoulder pads off, take the helmet out, sit it down, put your cleats to the side, man. Put your feet up. You're going into the boom boom room right now. I don't know if you heard about it or not, but the boom boom room is a room when you walk in, the doors close behind you. The only way you get out of the boom boom room, the doors get unlocked if you tell the truth to the best of your ability, and I am the one that's going to be judging that. Do you agree to these terms, young man?
Yes, sir.
Lock the door, Zelf.
Ah, yes. One man on his way into the boom boom room.
All right, AC, Arion Carter going into the boom boom room. First and foremost, man, give me a nickname.
AC.
AC, I like that. I like see. You know what I mean? I already checked your paperwork when you were coming into the boom boom room. I saw that on your. I saw that on your application. All right, second. It's real simple. Biggest pet peeve, Aaron.
Biggest pet peeve?
Yep.
Sure. Talking with mouth in your talking with food in your mouth.
Like that.
I love that.
All right. So next. Give me your hype song. You got one song you going to play to get everybody crunk before y'all come up out of the tee. What's your song that you playing for the entire team?
You got me on the spot.
Yeah, this is the boom boom room, man. This is what we do.
Me? Shoot. I don't know.
It's whatever. It's whatever. You got to give me something. It might be country. It might be rap. You know what I mean? It's plenty of things out there to get you hyped coming out of that thing. You know what I mean? What is it?
Yeah. We probably play that Boss Man D-Lo.
There it is.
Probably play that Boss Man D-Lo. Too Slippery.
Okay, I like it. I like it. All right, so the next one, last one for you, man, and I'm going to let you slide up out of the boom boom room. If you could switch spots with one player on your team, who would it be and why?
D-Samp. I used to play running back in high school. I want to play running back. I want to go score touchdowns, too.
I like
I'm going to go score them on defense.
Yeah. Nose for the ball, man. You got to get to that end zone. Get to that checkered end zone one time for me, man. Anything that you, if you had to tell your younger self to get you ready for this stage that you're about to walk in, what is something that you would go back and tell yourself when you were about 13, 14 years old?
I would tell myself just be me, be authentic, keep working, and don't take the details, the little details lightly, and just keep pushing forward and get 1% better every day. You know, be the difference. Why not you?
AC.
Wow.
Young man, we're going to let you out of the boom boom room with that right there. Unlock the door, Zelf.
Well. Looks like you did good in the boom boom room. Hoo-wah.
Great job, man. Were you sweating in there, man? You cool? You need a towel? You know what I mean? You need to go see Jason McVay or somebody? What's up?
Like, he killed it in the boom boom room.
That was a good work right there.
Yeah.
Hey, Arion, I saw a story about, I think it was from the Daily Beacon, talking about how the coaches saw your car in the lot after midnight and got concerned, started texting you, and you were in there watching film. Like, how important is the film work for you and being as good of a mental player as you can be?
Super important. You know, I got to command the defense. I am the leader. I am the captain of the defense. I got to drive the front, and not only that, but the team. So I got to be on my P's and Q's and know what I'm talking about. Because when I say something, I have to say it with conviction, and they have to believe in whatever I say. And they got to know that I'm not going to steer them in the wrong direction. So I have to be able to check myself every day, day in and day out, to make sure I'm doing the right things off the field, to make sure I'm successful on the field, and that includes in that film room. So there is no too much film for me. You know, you constantly have to be working, constantly.
Man, definitely talking the talk, walking the walk, that's for sure. All right, so we had Coach Heupel on at SEC Media Days, and we love Hype. And, you know, we've done this every year for, since he's been there. We always see him at SEC Media Days, spends lots of time with us. I felt this year he was so different, and I asked him about this defense, obviously, because, you know, there were some issues last year, some things needed to be shored up, and I felt like his take on this year's defense was that you guys are where you need to be finally, that the roster's there, the work ethic, everything's there. How would you describe this defense coming into this season as a whole, like a whole unit, compared to what it was last year?
Yes, ma'am. I feel like our defense this year, one word would be relentless. We fly into the football. It doesn't matter if the ball's 50 yards down the field or 5 yards away. You know, all 11 has to the football at one time. And I feel like we're so much smarter and more disciplined at that. So I feel like we could just keep stacking days and just get better every day and not take step backs but step forward. It could be something special.
Aaron Carter with us, Tennessee linebacker from Smyrna High School, local guy doing well at Tennessee. You're going to see him all over the field this year. Best linebacker in Tennessee football history, Al Wilson, spoke to the team recently. As a linebacker at Tennessee, how affected were you by that?
Oh, it was super effective. You know, just a legend like that, being in the presence of a legend like that, it speaks volumes just to feel his aura and just feel like even now when he talks with a certain attitude, like he's still commanding us back in 1998. And, you know, you feel that energy and you feel that aura and you want to replicate that and emulate that as best as possible. So just taking the words that he gave us and taking it to heart and being able to have that second thought of what he told us and live it day in and day out. The only way from here will be up.
Pop in that Tennessee Florida 98 tape and watch that dude all over the field. 15 tackles, 3 forced fumbles.
I seen it.
Yeah.
I seen it.
It's incredible. So what do you like to do outside of football?
I like hanging out with family. I like playing card games, and I like bowling. Bowling is what I like to do.
Ooh. Do you have your own ball and shoes?
No, I don't. I need to. I just like going to bowl. Me and my mom and dad, we used to always go, so it was kind of a habit I would pick up if I wasn't playing football. And plus, you know, hanging out with family, it was just something for us to do, and I picked up the habit.
Did you win?
In the hobby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm not losing. I hate to lose.
I don't know. This one right here, Babs, you always say you always win at bowling. Then I saw you bowl, so I don't know. Maybe we need to check you out, AC.
Oh, yeah. We can set it up. You set up a time and place, I'm there.
I love it.
Let's go.
What about food places in Knoxville? Is it Gus's Good Times Deli?
I like Gus's, but I want to give a shout out to Ola's. Ola's, it's a soul food restaurant, South Knoxville. It's a great soul food restaurant. You need to try it when you come down here.
Hey, let me tell you this, AC, man. I'm going to give you a little knowledge real quick from the OG. Hey, go on hit up Jackie's Dream one time.
Jackie's?
Miss Jackie, all right over there. You know what I mean? Fried green tomatoes, so you get your food with the Kool-Aid if you can get Kool-Aid during the season. You know what I'm saying? Go on hit that one time. Yes, I'm telling you, it's a whole different experience, man. And tell Coach Hyper, man, you killed him in the boom room, too. Make sure you tell him that.
Yes, sir.
There he is. He's Arion Carter. Arion, hey, thanks for the time, man. We're excited about the college football season. I know, obviously, you are as well. And go wreck people, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all's time. Thank you.
Go Vols, baby.
Go Vols.
All right, brother. Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it, AC, dog.
I cannot believe that kid is just a sophomore.
Yeah.
I mean, mature, leadership qualities, certainly talks the talk, sounds like he's walking the walk, in the building at midnight watching film by himself. Like, man. All right, let's talk Titans when we get back. How about it?
Let's do it.
It's game week, baby.
What's happening, people? You know what time it is, man. You just heard Ice Cube himself talk about it. Now we're telling you about it. The Big Three is coming to Nashville and coming in hot. Sunday, August 11th, be there for the semifinals. It is the playoffs. It is going down. They are battling to play for a championship the next week in Boston. Ice Cube just was on with us, the professional founder of the 3-on-3 basketball tournament, some of the biggest stars and most competitive athletes to play the game. Hall of Fame coaches will be in attendance coaching their team, Gary Payton, Lisa Leslie, and Dr. J. Also, Swaggy P, Nick Young, you know them very well. They will be on the sidelines coaching. Bring your crew, bring your fam, all the hoop heads for a day of packed dunks, crossovers, and fantastic finishes. Do not miss out on grabbing your tickets. Get on it right now. Big3.com/tickets. You will be in attendance, and we're giving some away right here. If you stay close, maybe. Just got to stay. Listen to the show. Get to the Big Three. It's going down.
So many people trust Two Rivers Ford. Football players, working moms, business owners. Why? Because Two Rivers Ford has been doing business with integrity for decades. Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
Want to tell you about outdoor lighting perspectives of Nashville. And when you're thinking about landscape lighting, here's the deal. Whether you have a $20 million property in house or a $20,000 property in house, it doesn't matter. Outdoor lighting perspectives of Nashville can help you out. And they do customized lighting design for any property or landscape. The consultant will come in, use the lighting principles of safety, security, usability, and aesthetics, and you will get this cohesive design. All systems designed with maybe expansion in mind for future cost savings, which is exactly what we did in our backyard. I called my buddy Bob Lyons over at Outdoor Lighting Perspectives of Nashville. He came out, did all of our lighting around our pool area, and then once we got a new deck, we just added some more lighting. And maybe that's what you're thinking. Okay, I can't afford everything I want to do yet, but that's okay. Outdoor Lighting Perspectives of Nashville can come out and get you initially set up, and then you can just add to it. They've been around for over 38 years, and they are the best. Outdoor Lighting Perspectives of Nashville. Reach out to them, outdoorlights.com/Nashville.
You ever wonder why so many pro athletes go and use stem cell therapy? Because it works. I'm Ron Slade, retired 14-year pro basketball player, and I needed to get this done. After I went through my entire career riddled with injuries, I needed therapy, so I went to Kellum Stem Cell Institute out in Franklin. Why? Because they're the stem cell specialists. They can be yours too. They're the stem cell specialists of the Tennessee Titans. You know why? Because it works.
Make an appointment today with Kellum Stem Cell Institute.
Welcome back into 3HL on 104.5 The Zone. This Friday, people, it's time to get to it. Make all your plans for the weekend. What should you be doing for the weekend, Babsy?
Watching Titans football in a semi-real game.
I mean, it's people out there, refs, it's all it's
that's
action.
Right. And it's, it's Titans players against people in different uniforms. So
that's right.
I'll take it.
They're not blowing the play dead when they get close to the quarterback.
That's
so
right.
we get to see real life.
You can touch people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So this is what we're going to do, Babsy.
I'm really pumped about it, by the way.
Are you?
I'm super excited because
I've never seen you excited for preseason games.
I know, but we're going to see some of the starters. Now, obviously, we're not going to see the guys that are injured. We know we're not going to see Big Jeff. Totally fine with that, right? Yep. You're not going to see a whole lot of what this rebuilt secondary looks like because of injuries and things like that. But I feel like we're going to at least get somewhat of a feel, even though, listen, it's going to be as vanilla as a word I can't say on the air.
Yes.
It's going to be super vanilla.
That's ice cream.
Yes.
Vanilla ice cream.
It's ice cream. And remember that on both sides of the ball, because there's no way that Brian Callahan is going to show anything of what they want to do offensively in the preseason. But I feel like this is going to help from a depth perspective. As journalists, as Titans fans, all of that, you're going to see a little bit, at least, of a deeper level into what they look like depth-wise, and we're going to get at least a little bit of the starters, the offensive line, what's going on the right side. We're gonna be able to see all those guys kind of roll through, and we have to remember who they're up against. The Niners aren't going to play any of their starters, right?
Right.
So we'll have to remember that, and we'll have to remember how vanilla it is. But I'm excited. I'm excited because everything is new with this franchise right now, you know?
Yep.
I mean, even though Rand was here last year, I feel like everything is new. Players, schemes, coaches, all of it. And so this is really our very first, let's get on the field and witness it.
Yes, and to lead into our question, what is two things from each of us that you would like to see coming out of this? And I'm going to piggyback on yours already, because I think coming out of the offseason, going into training camp, going into free agency, all of these things, one of the things that were in question getting ready for training camp was the depth. Mm-hmm. And I think that's number one for me, answering that question, because you know what you got in all 22. But the depth behind those guys, if somebody was to go down, or air quotations, Arden Key stays down for all of the 6 games, that doesn't get reduced. Who's out to help these guys? Big Jeff's out, Harold Landry's out. Who can replace for what we're going to get coming off the edge? Rashad Weaver, all these guys, can these guys step up? So that's one for me. Piggybacking off you, the depth, that's one.
And I like that one just because we come in thinking there ain't a whole lot of it, right? but this is a chance for somebody to kind of establish, or those guys who are the no-name guys that fans, they're not household, I shouldn't say no-name, right?
Not no-name.
But they're not household names yet for the Titans. Like, who is going to stand out to where fans are going to be like, okay, maybe this guy can step in. And we have to remember, it's still the preseason, just like camp. Remember, there's always that camp warrior that ends up never making the roster, that just balled out in camp and ain't the guy, you know?
Right.
So take it with a grain of salt, but I do think we're going to learn something about this team and this franchise and this regime through it. So one of my big watches, and I feel like Titans fans are with me, just as we're closing the show out today, God, we're like 24 hours from the game, by the way. T'Vondre Sweat.
Okay.
What
I like that.
Does he look like? What does his conditioning level look like? I don't expect him to play long.
Right.
But we are going to get to see T'Vondre Sweat, right? And that is number one on my list of excitement, to see what he looks like. Honestly, against second string guys.
Yeah. It should be kind of dominant.
He should be.
Because he's been that way leading up to this.
But don't panic if he's not.
Right.
And you also have to remember, he will look way different in the season when he's got Big Jeff on the field with him.
Absolutely.
But still, it's my number one. So excited. I can't wait to see what he does on the field against a live opponent in the NFL.
Okay, so staying on this side of the ball, I'm going to go right there behind Big Sweat. I'm going to go with Kenneth Murray. I want to see what he looks like when he's unleashed. We've been hearing about playing with the green light, forget the green dot and all of that. Play with the green light, new beginnings, new regime. Does he play free and attack, especially with it being vanilla? Like this is just being get to the ball, see the ball, get guys lined up. That's something we've been seeing in practice. It's a difference when he's in the middle of the field, getting guys lined up, acting like a traffic cop. That's really good, the communication that he's bringing to the game. So that's what I want to see inside linebacker spot.
That's another thing to point out, too, with it being vanilla schemes all over the field. Maybe those guys that in the past haven't succeeded because they don't diagnose quick enough, they might look a hell of a lot better in this game because it's easier to diagnose things, right? Because you're not having a million things thrown at you in preseason games because nobody's doing much.
Agreed.
So
number two.
Yeah, so that's probably part of it. Mine is my number two is just offensive line, and I think it's simple and boring, but impactful because of the depth, because we have no idea. I mean, we know from camp what is on the right side, but I'm interested to see also where they rotate guys, who plays where, especially on the right side. Like, are you going to move Radens around?
Right.
Are you going to play guys in different spots just to be able to get some film of them in a real game in different spots?
Yeah.
And we might not ever see it again during the season. But I'm fascinated to see how Bill Callahan and Coach Callie, how they deal with that entire offensive line and where different guys are plugged in just to kind of see how they look.
I like that. I'm going to make it real simple for me. I think everybody knows. I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room. Traylon Burks.
Oh, boy.
Traylon Burks. I need to know what my guy's going to do with this opportunity, full-fledged. There's no whistles being blown dead. You got an opportunity with D-Hop being out. Cavalry, we do expect him to play. But honestly, and this is honest, and I hate being this way. I don't want to be honest.
You hate being honest?
Yeah, I don't want to be honest in this situation. NWI has been, like you guys have said, consistent since D-Hop has been out. The pop plays. That's what I've been seeing. I'm not saying Traylon Burke hasn't made plays in camp leading up to this with D-Hop being out, but from watching it on social media when we're not able to be there and seeing the pop plays, NWI is catching bombs, doing this, doing that, always there, like y'all always say. I need him to emerge, Traylon Burks, with this opportunity. Now, not a lot, but just a stride in front, and I'm fine with it.
I'm going to let you end on that, Slay.
Check us out of here then, Babsy.
Yes, we love you guys. Mayor will be back Monday. We will digest every single second of this first Titans preseason game. And then there's joint practices next week. So we are on it. Let's go. Football season is here, baby. Everybody have a great weekend. Good night. God bless. See ya.
Wouldn't want to be you unless you're Traylon Burks, Tajay Spears, or these 49ers coming down here to get bombed.